Easy by me. All right, great.
Right.
What would you do then if you had an unlimited amount of money?
God, please don't. I don't know.
You don't have to be. You don't have to get crazy. Like you don't have to be like, I would donate all this to the poor.
No. Okay, so whatever I would personally do with it. So, one, pay off everything I have right now. Just start there, right there. Easy, pay off right there. Honestly, I would buy a house or something in every single state.
Okay.
Just because you can visit all the states whenever you want.
Fair enough.
Right. Of course, you're going to need a car for each state. So, right. So you just buy a car for every single state.
Supercar in every house.
Well, maybe not a supercar, but you know, practicality depending on the state. Like, I'm not going to take a Lamborghini Huracan to Montana.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to actually take, like, what's meant for that weather or terrain or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
Right. And then after that, I don't know, honestly. I think I would, like, want to actually go to, like, every stadium, like baseball or, like, football stadium. Just to experience, like, each one.
Right.
Just to see what it's like.
That's awesome.
And then definitely travel the world. I would definitely do the world travel. That'd be one of the best ones going.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I would do.
Yeah, I mean, just to experience, like, some of the stuff. Like, I saw something the other day that if you visit, what was it, Japan or something?
Mm-hmm.
For a whole week, it's like $3,300 because of how expensive it is there.
Right. Okay. I would do like the same, but I would go nonstop travel. It would be like, I wouldn't live anywhere, I don't think.
You would just it'd be like an RV travel. Like, not exactly an RV, but you get my point. Right.
I would just leave and be like, I'm going over to Europe. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to stay wherever I want for as long as I want. So it's like, if I want to go to Ireland. Do I want to stay there for a week? Yeah, no, this is pretty fun. Let's just stay another week or two. All right, now we'll go over to here. Let's go to Germany for 2-3 weeks. You know what I mean? And I would just live out of hotels. Yeah. Live out of hotels.
That point, money's not an option, so it's really not.
Exactly. That's the point. If money's not an option, then it's like, all right, well, I'm done with this. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to this country or this continent or whatever, you know, for X amount of time. And then when I'm bored, I'll leave and I'll go somewhere else. Like,
and just do a complete rotation every single time.
Yep. And then I buy a boat, probably. Like a big old boat. Not like a yacht, but like a, you know, like just something.
Like a nice, you could take like a bunch of friends and like family out without like actually
have a little
like
bit
of cruise
of
liner.
Yeah, and like has like a little bit of like a lower area where you can at least get a couple comfortable beds in there or something. You know what I mean? And I was
speaking of boats, did you see that some family bought a retired cruise ship?
No.
Yeah, so some family, I don't remember the name of the family or anything like that. They apparently bought an old cruise ship that was retired.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me what you're going to do with a massive cruise ship. Like, take, like, your family, like, you know, and you just bought a cruise ship that's meant to have, like, 500 people on it, and it's just 3 of you.
Yeah, right. How do you even fuel? How much does it cost to fuel the thing? Like, maintenance and stuff. Jesus.
I'm not going to lie. If you had enough money to buy it, I'm pretty sure you have enough money to maintain it.
Right.
Right. I mean, like, let's face it. But, like, how cool would that be to, like, take, like, say everyone at your work that you liked and their families and be like, all right, let's go on a trip somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I would love that, though. I would love to have a boat, like, right on the coast somewhere and just be able to hop in it and be like, all right, we're going to, like, leave and we'll come back whenever. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the idea of, like, the unknown is what I like. I think having an infinite amount of money would be able to break, like, the schedule of, what's the word? Like, the normalcies of being on a schedule all the time, having to be here at this time, doing this at that time.
Right.
I think that's like the biggest thing I'd be excited about is not caring, like, at all.
You don't know what's going to happen. It's one day you might turn around and you're sitting on a beach. The next day you're freezing your nuts off in Alaska.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the idea of just genuinely not giving a shit, period, about everything is really that's it. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this question: if you have an limited amount of money, would you invest it or no?
I mean, well, wait. What are the stipulations, though? Because if I have an unlimited amount of money, that means that I'm never going to have to worry about it, right?
Right.
If it was like a limited amount of it, like money, like if it was, say, like a lot of money, but like say it was like $10 million. Someone just gave you $10 million.
Right.
At that point, I'd invest probably 8 to 9 million of it
most of it just
oh,
to
where I need to, yeah.
Right, because at that point it would make more sense because you're going to keep that, like, say 10 million, you invest, say 8 million. You can still live off of 2 million, and that 8 million is going to make you.
I will make 10 million, make me 150 million in a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll figure out a way.
That's what I mean. It'd be one of those that it's like, okay, you know, if I had a certain amount, then yeah, I would invest it. But if you're having a limited amount, there's no point.
I just think it would be cool to just not care about anything. Like at all.
That would be a big thing, yeah.
And like I wouldn't do anything. Like if it was realistically the whole idea of like you know, unlimited money, you don't have to worry about anything else. I wouldn't do things. Like I wouldn't open a restaurant or open this or open that. Like even if I like it, I still wouldn't do it because that means I have something I have to worry about and I don't want to worry about anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like the whole I wouldn't care.
Although there has to be one thing. I mean, and this is just me. Maybe it's just me being the asshole I can be. I would buy that one thing that everyone wishes they could get and just buy it and just throw it out there. Like, just throw it. Like, not literally throw it out there, but like show everyone, like, hey, I got this. You all were sitting there drooling over like this. I got it.
So you're going to be a jerk and flaunt things?
Only one thing, though. Just like one thing. Let's use right now because it's big, Pokemon cards. Everyone wants like that most expensive thing right now. Okay? And no one can get it because no one can afford it. And no person in their right mind would spend that kind of money on it. I would be that asshole and spend the money and just be like, see you people, like, here, see this, you wanted this. I got it.
We talk about all the money in the world and somehow we get to Pokemon cards.
Well, listen, you gotta follow the meta sometimes, you know?
What would you do with all the money in the world?
Buy
Easy.
Pokemon cards.
Ultra rare Pikachu card. Easy.
I mean, I can think of a lot more things I'd spend money on too.
Yeah, I could foresee myself just the idea of just I think it all bridges down to not having any worry ever, period, other than like health. That would be your only concern.
Right. And I mean, at that point, I mean,
I would love the idea of like waking up on a boat and being like, where the hell even are we? Oh, we're in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Oh, okay. Where to now? I don't know. Figure it out. Let's just go there. Okay, good. You know what I mean? I would love that. That's life to me.
I agree. Like, I feel like though, if you had that much money, and I don't mean it like for the traveling aspect, but like buying things, you'd be so bored of buying anything. So it's like you can just go anywhere and be like, okay.
You'd probably be bored in general. Like I think even that, after a couple of years, you'd be like, all right, well, you know what I mean? Like, what do you get excited about anymore?
Well, nothing, because at that point you'd see everything or you own everything.
That's probably why you hear all those weird, like those controversial stories that people that have way too much money, like more than they ever need, get into weird shit. You know what I mean? Like you hear about those like weird clubs, like the human murder clubs and stuff like that. Like,
well, that, you know what it is too. I think that's also why like a lot of like rich people, like millionaires and stuff like that, like celebrities and stuff, they get drug into like partying, drugs, this, that, and the third, because they have nothing else to spend their money on. Yeah,
and it's just yeah, you're right. Like, what else? How do you, when you have everything, you just want more still, you know?
Well, that's what I mean. And then you got to fill that void somehow. And it's like, well, yeah, do drugs. What the hell?
Right. Murder people, you know?
Whatever the case. I mean,
Epstein Island stuff. Like, that's like, you know, that's what happens when you have too much money. That stuff, you know?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like you'd get like too bored of it almost, because it's like, really, like, what do you do with yourself then at that point? You know what I mean?
Right. There's only so much fun you can have, I think. Well, no, never mind. I mean, that's probably never mind. As long as
you
enjoy
cannot
it.
have not enough fun, but you
yeah.
get my point. It's one of those that it's like, what? Like, look at your life now, and you're like not on drugs. You don't do this. You don't do that. And then all of a sudden, like, you really think maybe you would be?
That's hard to answer, because maybe I would be. You know what I mean?
You don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get into.
You don't know. Like, it might come to the point of, yeah, you've done everything. You've traveled. You can do whatever you want. Like, I guess at that point, when money doesn't buy anything anymore, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you have all the money, you could buy whatever you want. You could do whatever you want at any point in time. I think it comes down to, you're either going to be the most lonely person of all time because you have everything you want in that sense.
Probably.
But you have you don't even have a human being that you could connect with emotionally at the slightest. You know what I mean?
Well, and the problem at that point is you're going to get like a lot of people that just want to use you for your money.
Right. But I could see also being like that, having that unlimited money and not even giving a crap. You know what I mean? Like you just end up at party, everything every day, fun, and you're feeling a void of just wanting to be around people at that point. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's all that's left is people.
People that aren't like rich or in those parties. Like you'd feel like you kind of almost miss being around like a normal everyday type people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you look at your life now and who you're around, like your friends, your family, your coworkers, and you're like, that's normal to you.
Right.
And you go to a party and it's like, you're all excited. You're like, hell yeah, I've seen people I haven't seen in forever, getting, a nice buzz and everything. And it's like, you did that every day and you're going to miss, it's going to be like opposite. Like you'll miss the normality of everything.
Right. Yeah, I suppose.
You've been doing it's like you're used to living in that party life.
Yeah.
And you just drop.
Madhouse says pot isn't cheap.
It would be if you have an unlimited amount of money.
I don't know if you have an unlimited amount of money. I don't know if you're doing pot at that point. You're probably spending money on coke and like expensive drugs.
Heroin and everything else.
I don't know about heroin, but I'm pretty sure like coke's probably the big one. You know what I mean? That's probably what they're all down with. I have no idea. And Age was saying that the game industry taught him that there's no such thing as too much money. You either don't have enough money or you have all the money. There's no in between.
Right. Always got to live that lifestyle of you'd never have enough.
Right. But I could see like I could see it though, because I know some people that are sort of well off and they don't really have friends like at all, like nothing.
That's what I mean. Like you just have those money friends, we'll call it.
Not even that. They just have nothing. They have like literally they could buy whatever they want, but they don't really have like friends to hang out with. So they're probably very lonely. You know what I mean? Right. But if I had all the money and I fell into that situation, I would just pay people to be my friend. So
at that point, just give all your friends all the money, because at that point, they can have an unlimited amount just like you.
Yeah, I'd be like, at this point, I'm paying you to hang out with me every day. Eventually, we're probably gonna, connect somehow. And then, cool, I have a friend. I'll keep paying you, but eventually it'll work.
Right.
That's what I would think.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you said you're either Bobby Kotick or you're not.
Or you just have this mentality right here.
I don't care. Got it. Donut, got it. Yep, I got it. Takes me a second.
That's a mentality to have too.
Would that be like, yeah, that would probably be what I can see myself now. Like the little friends I have, I'd be like, all right, I have all this money in the world. We're going to go on my boat and we're just going to take off for a month. And everybody would be like, yeah, well, we don't have all the money in the world, so we don't want to lose our jobs.
What do you need for the month?
I can't go hang out with you. I'm sorry. I'm like, come on. I need friends,
At that point, I would just pay off their bills and just call it a day.
Oh, yeah. Take care of everybody around you and be like, you're going to have fun with me now.
Dude, there's the perfect reason why I'm buying a retired cruise liner. Just bring all your friends and their families on the cruise ship, and you guys just go everywhere. Done.
Until you get robbed by, like, pirates.
I'm sorry, at that point, you could afford the highest mafia possibly or the highest security team out there at that point. No one's going to mess with you.
But those, like, nautical open water pirates, though, that's no joke, I don't think. That still goes on. You know what I mean? Like, people get, like, robbed.
Or you get stuck in the Bermuda Triangle and it's game over.
That's true, too. Oh, that's true, too. That's something I would probably do. That's another thing I would do.
Bermuda Triangle?
Maybe not that, because I'd be a little, I don't know. But I would probably be like, if I had the money, I'd be able to have the connections. Mm-hmm. So I think you would use your money to maybe like buy your way into the connections, the people that know, like UFO research and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I can see that.
But you could use your money to get closer to like these people and talk and yada 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 and try to buy your way into like information.
Like the stuff that you don't explain. Like I would try to either like pay someone to invent like, I'm not saying robot, but like AI, and like send them to like Bermuda Triangle and see what happens, and like have it be able to be recorded and see what happens.
Right. Like you could do like infinite amount of money, like we're talking like, yeah, like you're saying, whatever money. I would walk right up to Area 51. Be like, who's your boss? And we can't tell you who the boss is. Can you tell me who the boss is now? Go get the boss. Tell him I have a whole stack of these for him too. I'm coming in.
Red wagon behind you of money.
Red wagon, yeah. I'm coming in. You're letting me into Area 51. I'm gonna buy my way in, and we're talking about everything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then I'll buy his all to tell me everything, and you know, and I'll promise you I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll sign a waiver or something.
There you go. Yeah, not a bad idea.
You're not allowed to kill me either.
Yeah, because that's gonna go real.
I'll make them sign the waiver. I'll make them sign a waiver. They can't kill me, or hire somebody to kill me.
At that point, you need a nice bodyguard to not like anything.
Right. I just I'd have like a mech robot guard. Like imagine like Iron Man. You know what I mean? Like just the machine Iron Man. That would be my bodyguard. You know.
I mean, that'd be pretty. I don't know if I want
useful?
Iron Man. Yeah, but I feel like I'd want like a bunch of like different things that are like out there. That would be like I'd want them to be in like blocking.
A bunch of different robots.
Yeah, like just like you have like the Avengers type thing, and then you have like mobile suits, and then you have like Hulk type things, and then
So
it's
you
like
have a lineup of different forces.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like there's a line to get to where I want to be.
It's just following. Yeah. Like I'm going to do a Denny's. Excuse me. I need to come into Denny's. Oh, what's that? We're gonna have to get everybody out of here because my posse's coming with me, and you just have an army of mobile Gundams, and we're shutting down Denny's.
Right, we're gonna own all of Denny's at that point. Your whole house is just gonna be like 300 acres of just random strip malls of stores that you own.
Ryu said an army of Dwayne Johnsons.
Yes.
Madhouse that he'll guard for sure.
I mean, sure, why not? What the hell? At that point, what the hell does it matter?
But I think it'd be fun. It's fun to imagine. I don't know, but there is that part of me like that's down to earth where I'm just kind of like, you'll probably get bored. You know what I mean?
I would assume you get bored after all. That's like the same concept. Like realistically, like say you come into a lot of money or you win the lottery. Mm-hmm. Like people are like, oh, I would stop working for the rest of my life. I'd go here and I would buy this and I'd buy that and da da da. It's like, honestly, I'd probably be bored.
Yeah.
Like my age, like say we won the lottery tonight and we turned around and it was like $5 million. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it'd be cool. Take a week to vacation, you know, da da da. But then at some point, you're going to be like, what do I do? I'm so bored.
Right.
Like, I still want to at least work a part-time job just to feel normal.
I think the concept, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think the concept just comes down to if you can clear the idea of just not having to worry about anything. That's like, and it's not even worry about money. It's just the worry about time. Like, if you want to take the day and be like, I'm going to learn how to draw on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I have all day to do that, and nothing is going to stop me. There's no more appointments and, you know, time frames and windows, and like that's it. Like that, getting rid of all of that is probably the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Like where you're just worrying about everyday things, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. Because I could probably figure out a way, like, because even traveling, like, there's only so much, like, you know what I mean? I would try to like I would want to stay on the road, but at some point I might want to sit down and be like, I just want to play video games for like 2 weeks straight unbothered. You know what I mean? Right.
Well, that's why I kind of said at the beginning, like, buy a house in each state, because it's like, okay, we live in Pennsylvania. Well, I feel like going to a warm state. Let's go down south. Mm-hmm. You go down there for like 2-3 weeks, do what you want to do, and it's like, all right, well, I want to go here and try this different, and just like kind of like rotate, because then at that point, it's like you can almost spend a month.
Yeah.
At every state and have like 4 years figured out already.
Right. But what would you do though? That's the thing. Like, because the states are boring. You know what I mean?
We don't have a clue. That's the problem. We don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta go see the giant yarn ball. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like one of those of like you'd probably get bored. You're right. You'd probably get bored, but it'd still be the first time around. It wouldn't be.
It's still ultimately better. You know.
Yeah.
Unless you took a side job that was just making you happy. Like, obviously the money doesn't matter, but if you're doing something that you just enjoy doing,
right,
that's good, you know. Not for the money, just for the fun.
Just to occupy yourself for 8 hours a day, or 6 or whatever.
Yeah. Something to think about, though. Yeah. I'm sure everybody thought about this. What else do we have? Speaking of all the money in the world, if we had all the money in the world, we would just be able to play video games all the time. If we play video games all the time, what would you do this year? Because I know there's a whole crap load of video games coming out this year. Is there anything that you're interested in particular? Or anything that you started, like that just came out or anything like that?
I've been grinding Outriders.
You got to tell me about Outriders.
Okay, so
I only saw, like, I've heard of people playing it. Is it out, or is it in beta?
Yes, it's out. No, okay. It's out. It's out. It came out April 1st. The joke of it was the servers weren't balanced, of course. Why not?
Was that an April Fool's joke, or was that just
No, that was
just
serious. The game kept crashing because the servers kept crashing.
Gotcha.
Because you can't play that game without the servers.
Got it.
Another kind of like an EA type deal.
Yeah.
Basically, sum up a story from what I've gathered.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Earth just went to shit.
Okay.
All the resources, it blew up, whatever the case. They don't kind of really tell you what happened. You just said Earth's gone. So you just kind of assume it's gone. And basically what it was is that you were this guy as Outriders, like an elite squad, going to try to inhabit this new Earth, so to speak.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, the storm just starts destroying and killing people.
Okay.
And it can either alter them, which is the abilities you get. It can just kill them, or it just mutates them.
Storm.
Yes, this random storm. It's kind of like they call it the anomaly. Is basically how they call it. And basically, what it is that you're trying to figure. You were frozen for 60-some years, and you're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. That's basically what it is.
Is this single player or is it all multiplayer?
It's both.
Okay.
So it plays like Division type deal. So you can be a single player going through the looting and stuff, like enemies drop stuff, find crates. It plays the movement and the combat plays like Gears.
Gears of War. Okay.
Really, you could really like.
So like over the shoulder, third person kind of.
Okay. Yeah, and then like when you, or even Division type, where you run up to a wall, you hit, the button, and you crouch behind the wall, and then if you aim at another barrier, you could hold the button, and your guy will either hop over the barrier and sprint or whatever, or go around it and sprint. And then it has like a destiny, because like I said, the abilities.
Right. Okay.
Because it's kind of like futuristic, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like over the edge, like over the like.
Yeah, it's like not super far in the future, but it's right.
Yeah, but it's enough.
Right.
And then it's got like a Mass Effect because of like the aliens and stuff, the mutated stuff and everything.
Okay.
So it's like a nice mix.
When you say Mass Effect, though, is it like story based, like Mass Effect, like that, or just with like
kind
all
of,
the
yes and no, but it's like it kind of, but it's also like with the actual, like I guess we'll call the characters of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like the aliens and different races and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But it's very weird because it doesn't use an actual level difficulty. Like it uses what they call world tiers.
Mm-hmm.
And a level up just like you would level up. And that's how it, like the higher you get, there's 15 of them. The higher you get, the harder the game is because it makes the enemies harder, but it gives you better loot. So it's kind of like one of those, like, you want to go on I guess we'll call it a raid.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a raid because they don't really have that right now per se. They might down the line.
Right. Okay.
But you can maybe fight enemy modifiers. Say you're level 10. The modifier might be 1.5. So now the characters are 1.5 levels higher than you are. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. But you get better gear. You know what I mean? It's kind of like an offset.
Yeah, you just kind of It's like it's like the unspoken, like the game was supposed to work this way, but you think that you're actually getting stronger, but you're really not getting stronger because the enemies are getting stronger. Yeah.
Right. And you can always readjust it. It's just, and then it gets kind of stuck to a point, but it doesn't really affect it. It's just your gear that you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
You might just have a harder time getting gear that's worth it.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I mean, it's not really overly complicated. It's not really like in depth, like. I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
The story's pretty decent because it makes you want to figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see where it will get very repetitive because it's like the maps are all different. You go to different areas and they're different maps.
Right.
Like the scenery's different, the layout's different, but it's the same concept. You go into this area, you kill a bunch of people, kill the boss, done.
Right. Okay.
Destiny type deal. Or you run around you're going through the last thing and you go fight a main boss, and then you can do the side missions or whatever the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like one of those where it's like you might get repetitive doing the same stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
It's not bad. All things considered, it's really not bad.
That's not too bad. Got it.
No, it's not. The nice thing is too, it's like you don't see the other characters. So like people that are playing it as well, you don't see them.
Gotcha.
So you don't have like a bunch. You don't go into like this one area and all of a sudden it's 700 people just running around. And emoting.
Yeah.
You could do it. You could do multiplayer, or you could have it that way. You could have it single player where you don't see it, but you have the option to join multiplayer, or just do it single.
So people that like the Division stuff like that will probably like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Got it. Only other thing I'm really curious about this year, and I really cannot wait, is The Village, Resident Evil.
Okay. Yeah.
You might know because I don't remember. I could be wrong. Did this Village the continuation of 7? I think it is. Someone might be able to.
I would assume so, but I never played 7.
So
I'm not
Resident
positive.
Biohazard, I believe this is like a continuation of it. Might not be like the exact like right after, but like a
just like
a branch, like why did the people go crazy type deal.
I'm sure I'll be interested in it as soon as it comes out, and then I'll be like, this is too scary for me, I'm not going to play it. But I want to.
I will tell you, when 7 first came out years ago, genuinely, I was actually scared to play it because of how it wasn't Resident Evil, how you think Resident Evil, run around, shoot the zombies. It was sneak around, jump scares. Like it was one of those that like actually would be a horror. Right.
Ryu was saying that speaking about that, how you were talking about you can't see the other players and all that kind of stuff when you're Outriders. That's what Blizzard should have done with Crossrealm, have an opt-in. But wait a second,
just like Destiny.
That would
Destiny
be smart. So disregard it. Disregard it. It would be smart.
Right, but that was like Destiny. Like when you go to Destiny, you go into certain areas, you see all the other players. You don't see that on this unless you want to.
Right. Talk about you have Resident Evil 7 for VR. Never had the balls to play it.
Done it, and bad idea. So I can recall one time playing that, and I freaked the hell out.
I would imagine I would be losing my shit the whole time.
The girl in the beginning, you didn't play it.
No. I've seen people play it though. Like I'm familiar with the whole thing.
Okay, so the chick in the beginning that would like try to come after you.
Right. Your girlfriend or whatever, right?
Right. The initial time she jumps at you, freaks you out. Also, one time there's a part where you go through a wall, like, and you're like sidestepping through a wall, like between like a.
Yeah.
And one of the guys reaches through the wall and grabs you. That will scare the crap out of you.
Really?
I love, like, I've played VR games on here that are horror games, like on PC. They will literally scare the crap out of you where you will jump.
Oh, I believe it. Like, I think for me, like, the idea of I'm so afraid of horror games in the first place. Like I don't like getting I don't like getting jump scared. Like, that's just how I am. I do not like jump scares. It hurts my chest. I don't like it. But I can't imagine having the screen being literally this close to my face. I'm in there, and if I turn my head, I'm looking around the room. Like, to me, it's just like that's too real for me. Like getting jump scared in that scenario, it's too much for me.
Did I ever tell you about the one VR game I was playing? What was it? I don't remember if it was Don't Knock Twice or I think it was Don't Knock Twice. The one scene you go in and it's like this old abandoned church. And there's like statues and stuff on the side, and you're walking around. And there's a cult circle in the middle, like where they were trying to do a ritual or something. And the candles and stuff. And you walk into it, like after you explore, you walk into it, and you hear a baby crying. And it's like it's weird to where it's at. It might sound like it's behind you, it might be like to your left in the front. So you're looking around like, the hell is this baby? Okay, so you're looking around, you're like, okay, looking up, like looking like down it, like not down, but like you're looking like over this way, you're looking there, you're looking like at this statue, like turn your head, sing. The baby with its eyes ripped out is right here on your chest. So you look down and here it is.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to. Yeah, doing it with a controller is one thing, but if you're using your head like you're in the room, that's
dude,
totally
I'll
different.
tell you. The also most satisfying thing, if you like puzzles, and that's just anyone, the escape room stuff.
Okay.
You know what an escape room is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like doing those in VR. You can do those in VR. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. That's like something that's like kind of like relaxing, but like.
Right. Yeah, I know. I watched a lot of 7. Someone play it, and then I was like, I didn't watch all of it because I was like, eventually I'm going to play it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But everything I ever saw was like in the house. You know what I mean? It was never. I know towards the end it like kind of really changes course of things, but
it gets more. What's the word I'm looking for? It gets more like actiony, I guess. It gets more involved, like a Resident Evil, like a shooter.
Yeah.
To where like the beginning of it is a lot of sneaking around.
See, I think for me, I like
that.
I want to do the shooter stuff with Resident Evil. I'm not a
because that's what it's always been.
Yeah, I'm not a sneaky person. I don't like to sneak around and go slow. You know, not a fan. But I don't like hiding from stuff either. Like I know that's like the big. That was big for a while with some of these games, but I'm not.
Well, Alien Isolation did that, where you had to sneak around.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. Like I don't want to hide from stuff. You know what I mean? I get the fear level. I get it. I just don't like it.
Right. I like the idea. They have some games in VR that are like you've played Splinter Cell.
Back on Xbox One, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like
the
they have
Xbox.
They have games like that in VR too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool because it's like you crouch down and it's like this guy's hiding behind a wall and it's like you have a knife and it's like, all right, you're trying to watch like where they're at and like try to stealth kill people and you actually like drag their bodies and stuff so no one sees them.
I never really liked those games too much either. Like I played them a lot, but I never really loved them because I remember playing like Splinter Cell and I just remember, I'd go and I would take my time and I'd do it right and I'd be beating missions and I'd get to a mission, taking my time, doing it right, get caught or something and I'd die. And immediately the first thing I do is like, gotta get back there. And instantly my whole idea of going slow and stealth is gone. And I'm like speed running myself to get back to where I was, which breaks the entire point of everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I am with all those games.
It's neat. What I'm trying to get at, it's neat to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're almost yourself. You're doing it like in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's what I'm trying to get at. It's neat to do that.
Yeah. Like
it's one thing to do a control and be like, okay, I'm gonna sneak around, hit square, and kill the guy.
Yeah. Like Outlast is one I never played. I never played Outlast, regardless of how good it is. I don't want to do it though. You know what I mean? Like I still don't want to hide. Like I don't want to. I don't know.
Outlast, I will tell you, I will never finish and I will never play anymore. I've done it once, and it scared the crap out of me, and I will never do it again. Never.
Right. Yeah. What did I do? The last one I did was what? And that was scary as shit. I don't know.
Oh, you did. What was it? It was I remember you playing it. It was like where you have to stay in the light, otherwise you get delusional.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called though. It was really good though. Like I thought it was really good.
I remember watching it, and I don't remember the name of it, but I remember you doing it, and you freaked out a lot of times.
I don't know why I don't remember the name of this game though.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember it.
Yeah, the third one just came out a couple months ago. I don't remember, but it was definitely a good game.
I remember the game. I just don't remember the name of it because why would I remember anything?
Ever played Blair Witch? I did not know.
No, I wanted to, but I never had anyone to play it with, so I never bought it.
You have to. I thought it's single player.
I think it's kind of like a Dead by Daylight type deal.
Oh, it's a single player hard game. Yeah.
Is it? I had to look then because I thought it was multiplayer.
You're a guy. I know you're a guy, and you go in the woods, and you have a dog and stuff. I know you have a dog, and I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's you have a dog.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe then I will play it and scare the crap out of myself. Why the hell not? Please, I hope to God though, and no one ruin this on me. I hope to God it has the original like meme Blair Witch that everyone made fun of for the movie. And I hope you can remember the part.
Meme?
Well, I guess you can call it a meme when everyone made fun of it. This is before memes were a thing. So remember, you've seen Blair Witch, the movie?
Of course, I love it, yeah.
When he has the camera below him and he's freaking out.
But he drops the note.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the girl. The girl did that.
Oh, the girl does. Yeah, the guy or the girl. I don't remember. It's been so long.
She's like crying on the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they have that in this game if that's the thing.
I don't know. What's it called? I've heard of mixed reviews. I have it on VR plus console. Please play it before I do, so I know what I'm getting into.
So I'm gonna be the guinea pig. So
Be the guinea pig.
All right. Here, I'll make a deal with everyone, right here, right now. Okay. I will buy it, and I will start it next Sunday after this stream.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you play it. I would like. I don't want to play it myself, but I watch you play it.
I'll
experience
buy it this
through
week.
you.
I won't even touch it. I'll play it. I won't touch it. I'll download it. Like I'll buy it and download it. I will not touch it until not in VR though, because I don't feel like ripping out my VR stuff and changing my setup so you guys can watch the VR part of it.
Yeah,
but I will play it on stream just to make everyone feel better.
I'm still trying to think of the game I was playing. I cannot remember for what. I know like the second one's called like A Machine for Pigs or something like that. I cannot think of the name of the game though for the life of me. It said on the Dead by Daylight note, either of you guys ever feel like getting murdered, I'll kill for you in it.
I've always wanted to play that game. I've watched videos, I've watched people stream it, I've always wanted to get into it. I've never I can't games like that I just can't play by myself and just hop in random lobbies. I feel like it's not as fun. I've never like those type of games, and maybe you're the same way. I know you don't like playing with people. Like random people, I should say.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a game that you can't just play by yourself with randos.
I guess yeah, because you're not like coordinated or something. Maybe I don't know.
Right. No, right. It's not as fun. It's like when you're like a Discord chat or something like that, and say Age is the killer, and me and you are running around, and it's like everyone's making like screaming and acting like a child. You know what I mean? Like that's fun. Yeah. Age
is saying it's honestly one if not the best asymmetric games out at the moment.
I always wanted to get into it. I just had no one to play with, so I never bought it.
There you go. Get into it.
I would love to. I love those kind of games like that. I suck at them, but I like to do them.
I wonder how 8's gonna be though, because I love I love Resident Evil games, but I love them for like the cheeky, kind of campy, actiony stupidness of bad acting, all that. That's what I loved about Resident Evil. But now, I mean, since we're getting a little farther here, you have, well, obviously Resident Evil 7, and now we have 8 or whatever, which are probably very much more serious games. And then even the remake of Resident Evil 2, you know, like it's a little bit more serious and scary, you know.
Right. This actually has like a story behind it.
Yeah, I like the cheesy stuff. Like I like the cheesy. They're damn like the cheese. Resident Evil 5 even, like it's so cheesy. I love it.
I remember playing
Age goes, if I was the killer, it's unlikely you'd even get the chance to scream.
Probably, because to be honest with you, I'd be so amused just to get killed right off the bat. I would just let you do it. Not gonna lie.
I'm curious how 8 will be though. Just because I really like the genre. I want Silent Hill is really where I'm at.
A Silent Hill like a new one, like a new. I don't want to say like a new gen, but we'll call it new gen since Silent Hill hasn't been out in so long. Silent Hill would be like that'd be really cool to see a new one like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey,
even a VR version of it would be fantastic.
Yeah, like I know like a PT or whatever was, you know, supposed to be the Silent Hills or whatever.
Right.
But see, like we don't know anything. All we know is we don't know what was ever intended for the Silent Hill, you know. We only had that little, you know, sequence, which is amazing. But I'm assuming that wasn't what the game was going to really be, you know.
Probably not.
I don't know. I want something with Silent Hill that like
Silent Hill-ish.
I don't know what I'd want though. Like, if they would ever do one, like I wish they would do one that's like obviously extremely good, but easy to follow story wise. Like that way you can like pick up on it.
It's not too complicated. It's like not.
Yeah, but I think like I don't know. It's hard to say because I think like half the lure of Silent Hill, like the allure of it, should I say, is that it is open. A lot of it is open to people's interpretation. You know what I mean? Right. A lot of people have their guesses on what's this, what's that, what's this, what's that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it would be cool to get another one of them, but because I think they're like terrifying. I don't know why. Well, terrifying in like the eerie sense. You know,
they're kind of like a mental like horror type deal.
Mhm.
Like they're like a psychological horror. They're not like.
I still remember playing like Resident Evil 2, or I'm sorry, Silent Hill 2 on PlayStation 2. And just, you know, like the fog, you can't see anything, and it's all atmospheric, and it all comes down to that sound. Like you hear that static come in, and you're like, I don't want to move. The static's coming. That means something's nearby. I don't want to move.
Right.
And then you hear something by you, and you can't see anything, and you're like, shit.
Freaking
like,
out.
where is it? You know what I mean?
Speaking of, what was it? I was just going to say that we were talking about it. Since Resident Evil got brought up, did you see they're bringing in an animated thing on Netflix for Resident Evil?
No.
Yes, they're redoing like a Raccoon City type deal, like back like when it was like
an animation, like an anime, or like a
not like an I don't know if it's going to be an animation like an actual anime, or if it's going to be like a
an Afghanistan animation.
No. If it's going to be like a Remember the Final Fantasy movie when they did the Final Fantasy VII movie?
Sadly.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do it like that technology, like that kind of character look, or if they're going to do like an actual like anime of it. You know
like
what I mean?
Full like a CGI thing or whatever.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
But that's supposed to be, I think, November they pushed it to.
You're surprised that Silent Hill isn't still going? It has so much more twisted horror than Resident Evil. I don't think it's that they don't want it to not be going. They don't have the rights to it. Or they don't, like, no one could release it. I think it's Konami, I guess, didn't release their rights to it. And
no, they kept
all they're doing with it is making like pinball machines or like pachinko machines out of it. But they can't, like, they're not going to make a game out of it. And they're not. They didn't sell the rights off to it or something.
You know what else kind of made it kind of odd for that? Since it was like a psychology horror type deal. There's a lot of games like that out now. There has been over the years.
Yeah, Silent Hill. I don't know if we'll ever get another one because of Konami. Like, that's really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they
we may never see
stuff.
anything.
They like to ruin a lot of stuff. But
It
what
would
are you
be
gonna
cool,
do?
though. I don't even know what else is coming out this year. Like, there's some obviously Near for me. Near,
yep, I'm excited for that. Yep, that's what ended this month.
I think so. Yeah,
April 20th.
And I'm trying to remember. Like, besides like random indie games and all that stuff, I'm trying to remember like bigger games that were like announced. I'm bad with these things though. The Mass Effect thing. Mass Effect's coming this year, I think. I'm pretty sure the legendary edition, and I'm in on that. I'm 150,000 million% in on that. What?
I love Ryu's comment. Here's how you can do it. You're pretty amount of money. Buy Konami and blow it up.
I would love though Mass Effect. I can't wait for that. I'm really, really excited. That and I think, you know what else is coming? I think Psychonauts 2 is coming this year.
I believe so. There's also
print some boxes. Yeah, Psychonauts 2, which is kind of interesting.
I'm curious. Psychonauts Returnal for PS5. I know we're not much of console people here, but Returnal is supposed to be some kind of oddball shooter, but they're saying Outriders is going to outdo it.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what else I was excited about? I remember Deathloop. That's one I was excited about.
Deathloop. Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't either.
It looks like a Rogue. It looks like a Rogue game. It looks like a AAA Rogue kind of.
Which also would be a Biomutant.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I know what it is, but it's not really what I think it's going to be. I like baseball, so MLB. I'm excited for.
Yeah, the new Horizon Zero game. That's right. Yeah, that comes out. And I think there's another God of War game coming too.
Possibly.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's Ragnarok or something. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I don't remember. Sorry, I'm going through my Game Informer and seeing like what they have.
There's also
shown.
Ratchet and Clank. Actually, the PS5's looking pretty damn good this year. Now that I think about it. That's all PS5.
Right. Yeah, there's
you
a
go
lot
through
of
a Game Informer when Google exists.
Listen, okay. I know what I'm excited for. It's not game related, but I am excited for it.
Is Elden Ring coming out? I don't, dude. I haven't.
No idea.
I don't think
That I don't
anybody's
know.
heard anything about Elden Ring. Like,
No.
I don't think there's any news on that.
Dying Light 2.
I never played the first one.
So good.
Is that a hold on? Wait, is that you're running from zombies and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I never played it. It's good.
Oh yeah, phenomenal.
Why? I want to know why.
First person parkour zombie killing that you can only do during the day. Otherwise, you get hunted at night.
Okay.
Phenomenal. The story's great.
Is it on PC?
Yeah. Crafting abilities, like it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Would I like it?
Doubt it. You're not much of a first person thing.
Well, I like first person stuff, but it's like, you know what I mean?
It's very fast paced, but also very kind of sneaky. So not like sneaky, like at night you have to be sneaky because you can't be seen.
Gotcha. I like the parkour stuff because I loved Mirror's Edge. Like I thought Mirror's Edge was a fantastic game. That was one of those games that I'd want. That would be something I'd be interested in speed running. I know that people do that one. Well, yeah, because I like the controls. I like the way it works.
There's a game that you might like. Speaking of was a Mirror's Edge, it's Ghost Runner. Basically, you're like a ninja, and you have to dodge while parkouring and kill the guys as they're standing trying to hit you.
Yeah, that sounds all right. That don't sound bad.
No, it wasn't. It was supposed to be like this huge, like game, and then it just went.
Yeah. Isn't there? Wait, there's another. The Halo. Isn't there a new Halo? Right.
Halo's coming out. Halo's coming out. Dying Light 2. I am kind of curious. Battlefield's coming out. Battlefield 6. I'm also curious about the Call of Duty because they went back. They're doing World War II yet again. However, it's on a different engine.
Okay.
So I'm kind of curious how that's going to work.
The Halo thing has me wondering because, like, so
I think it got pushed off until next year. I think I don't think that's this year.
But
I could be wrong. Don't. I could be wrong. I thought I read somewhere that it got pushed off.
It's not like yesterday fresh, but I mean the whole Halo collection on PC with all you can do everything in 4K and all that stuff. You know what I mean? That's still pretty recent, and you know that's a lot of games.
That wasn't that long ago. That was about the Master Chief collection.
Yeah, but there's a lot. I mean,
last year.
What is that? 4 games? 4?
Yeah, it was
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and Reach.
1, 2, 3, and Reach. Okay, so there's 4 games. You know, all looking good, looking great, and then when you see the new Halo, how much more do you need to see? Like, isn't it all gonna look the same at that point? Because they're always like Halo games are always like the inside of a bunker looks like this, and then the grassy outside looks like this, and that's it. You're done. That's it. There's your environment.
It's the same concept of like Gears of War. I think they're doing another Gears of War. I don't know if it's going to be like this year or not, but I think they're doing another Gears of War. How many times are you going to destroy the hives and kill all the grunts and?
Right. I liked. I only played one. I played 1 through 3. That's like the
Gears.
The original trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay, I played all 3 of them, and I enjoyed it. I liked it.
4 and 5 weren't bad either.
I didn't play any of that.
The nice thing is with 4 and 5, they didn't. There was new characters, but they still snuck in the originals. They kind of kept them going.
I would go back, to be honest, if they made like a PC, maybe they already did, and I don't even know about it. But if there was like, if I can play in like 4K over 60 FPS on PC, I would love to play like Gears 1, 2, and 3.
I think you could now. I think you could.
I would do 1, 2, and 3 all day long.
I will say for a Gears game that actually was kind of fun, strategy wise. If you like those kind of strategy games, they did Gears Tactics.
I want that. Yeah, I want it.
It's fun. Very frustrating though. Like it is difficult. It really is. Like I enjoyed it. Living. Like I enjoyed it
because its cover shooters stink. I like the Gears games. I thought they were fun.
I love the story on them. The story was fantastic.
Yeah, the story was really good on them.
The story is still fantastic. Either way you look, like all the way up till 5, it's fantastic.
Is it? I haven't played those. That was like, I don't know. There was something about the Gears games I really liked.
I like them.
Only cover shooter you ever got into is Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect too.
What else did I read that they were releasing?
I can't wait for Legendary Mass Effect Edition or whatever it is.
Right.
Which is weird because I literally watched when Ryu was streaming it. I watched Ryu do Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. He did the whole trilogy.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do it now. I don't care. I love it. It's just so fun.
I have still yet to speaking of games that I got and I have yet to finish, Spider-Man that was on the PS5.
Spider-Man on the PS5.
It was Miles Morales one they did that came out with a PS5 release.
Oh, I didn't even play the one on the 4.
I did. That Spider-Man was phenomenal. This is supposed to be identical to it, just Miles Morales.
Okay.
I have yet to play it. It's still sitting on my shelf. I've still yet to play Demon's Souls. That's sitting on my shelf too. I just haven't gotten to it.
I'm looking through a list here while you're talking.
Yeah,
whoa. What's this? January 4th? Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, complete edition?
No, that kind of thing.
It says January 14th.
Huh.
How? Wait, when? Where?
Why?
No, not why. No, yes, it's phenomenal. It was on the Xbox Arcade, and then it was like taken off the Xbox Arcade years ago, and everybody's been complaining that they want it again. And now you can get it? Where do you get it? I want it. I must have. Steam. What's that?
Steam. Why not?
Yeah, I'm checking Steam now too. I want
Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
That's on there now?
May 14th, yeah.
Well, there is no Scott Pilgrim on Steam. That sucks. It says January 14th. Could it be in the Microsoft store, maybe?
They're coming out with a new Mario Golf. I did not know that. Legend of Mana. No way. I will be excited to play that in June.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. It looks like it's on Nintendo Switch. How do I get it on PC? I don't know. I don't have time to look at this. I want it on PC.
Back 4 Blood looks real good too. That's the new Left 4 Dead game.
Star Wars Republic Commando came out for PS4 and Switch February 24th.
Oh,
remember that game? That was awesome. I guess it's just like an HD upgrade. That happened last month, I guess. Wow. No, God, what month are we in? It's freaking April.
It's April
shit.
already.
I don't even know where I am. What games exist? All right, let me just look at it.
Now. I don't know. I'm looking at what's at Dusk Falls.
Oh, New Year is April 23rd. Okay.
I knew it was 20-something. Let's see here. You know what I wish they would remake or make a new one of? A Command & Conquer game.
I don't think they ever will, dude. I don't think...
I will say, also, I'm also going to be a nerd because I want to be a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people like Pokemon, but Digimon Survive is coming out this year. I don't know when. They haven't announced it yet. I cannot wait. I love the Digimon games.
What kind of game would that be? Like, what style is it?
I don't know. They didn't really show any gameplay, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I love Digimon games. I've loved Digimon. I don't know why I always did.
I can't really find anything else here. I have no idea what there's another Life is Strange game apparently too.
Gotham Knights.
Another Life is Strange game sounds kind of interesting. I mean, I think so anyway.
I found the best game for you. I Am Jesus Christ.
Do you play as Jesus?
I don't know. It's just on PC, not announced yet.
All right then, I'm in. I guess. I don't know. I've just seen it. Yeah, I'm all right.
I am curious too, as well. Well, I just saw it. Where is it? I
don't know.
I just saw it and I lost it. Okay. Oh, Rainbow Six Quarantine. That looks interesting.
For the Nintendo Switch, we have Star Wars Hunters. It'll be a competitive shooter announced for the Switch.
Wow, that's a big thing for a Switch.
What? Okay.
Competitive shooter for the Switch, that's a big thing.
Dude, speaking of that stuff though, I still think that what's it called? The Ink one. The stupid Ink guys.
Splatoon.
Game's awesome. Game's fantastic.
I have both of them.
Fantastic.
Never had anyone that I was kind of confused at first.
Mm-hmm. I was playing it for a little bit, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. Like I was playing multiplayer and like ranked and all that stuff. It was great.
I never tried I don't remember the multiplayer. I think I just did like the story mode.
Dude, the ranked is so much fun. Like people are like real serious about it.
There was some dodgeball game that came out. It was like dumb. It was like a 3v3 dodgeball thing. It was stupid. I was watching videos of it, but it looks amusing. What's
it called? Splatoon was so fun because of all the different gun choices and like all the different stuff you can do. And then like you go on your team and like there's some people that are like all about just like painting the whole place. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, whatever, go ahead. You go paint. And I'm like, I'm gonna go for kills because whatever. That's like a strategy. Like if I'm not mistaken, that's a strategy to where like part of your team keeps making sure the map is covered so you could always refill your ink and move around. But the nice thing with it was that like while you're stalking people, you're still covering also. You know what I mean? Right. Like you're still painting while you're going. But it was fun, like the amount of things you can do, and if you're fast with the game, like you could like sneak up on people, you could like go underground, jump behind them, jump over here, kill them. Like it was cool. I remember that game came out. It was fantastic. It still is. I haven't played it in a while. If I had more time, I would be playing more of more Splatoon 2 because it's damn good. Yeah, I haven't really played it. I mean, I played it, but I didn't go nuts with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I dug it, man. I thought it was really good. I don't think Command and Conquer though. I don't think you'll see another one of those. I don't know. I think they're done with RTS. Like I don't see them because like there's a couple things like as hard as it is to say is like I kind of think they're gonna. I think when they're making games, they're gonna want to make money. Out. Yeah, they're gonna want to make money everywhere they can. So if you release an RTS now, you've already limited your market to PC, and that's it. You know what I mean? Right. Like, and I'm looking at it like from their standpoint. That's probably how they see it. They're like, well, I would make this, but you know, only PC can buy it. It's not like we can make a version for console. You know? Right. I will say, I really wonder before you just spilt my tea because I'm a slob. I'm a slob. What game was it that I was just gonna say? I did download and try the beta. I didn't try it yet, but the Magic the Gathering Legends. Is that So I've tried watching people, but I haven't really like watched it to see like how it's played. Mm-hmm. I read it was like something like a Diablo type deal, but with Magic the Gathering. Really? I don't know. I didn't play it yet. I was gonna try to play it, and I got sidetracked between playing Outriders and then yeah. I'm gonna be another nerd. Somebody was talking to me about it the other day, but I don't remember what kind of game it was. But I heard it wasn't good. I heard it was mixed, and I'm just curious to try it myself, just to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Like it was free. Yeah. Whatever. No, it's not a card game. It's not a card game. No, it's something. No, they did it. The cards are integrated, but it's weird how they do it. I'm just not sure exactly how. I also wanted to, and you're gonna laugh. I was gonna do a Minecraft mod. For Pixelmon. I don't know if you know what Pixelmon is. It's basically Minecraft with Pokemon. What in God's name is that? So you play Pokemon games? Like the Pokemon on the Game Boys and stuff? No. It's basically that just in Minecraft. Huh. So you walk around Minecraft and the Pokemon are all running around and you can capture them, fight them. Oh yeah. People love Pokemon, just love Pokemon. Oh, dude, it's cool. Like I've watched streams of it and everything. It's neat. It's really cool. I have to figure out how to do mods. I've never done mods before on Minecraft, so I have to figure it out. But I'm curious. I want to do it. It does look like a Diablo game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just taking a peek really quick. Discover and cast a myriad of spells and collect spell pages to make them more powerful. Okay. Yeah, see, like I think it's like a card game. Like you use the cards, like the cards will give you certain abilities, like type deal, or like characters they can play with. I don't know. I wanted to play it just to see. I know when it was on Twitch. I remember when it came out, the day it came out. Twitch blew up with it. Okay. And now it's like dead in the dirt.
Granted, it's a beta, so I don't
It's
know
a
how far you're
beta,
gonna get with
yeah.
it.
Right. There might not just be enough like stuff in it for people to continuously, you know, stream it, you know.
Right. Maybe when the full game comes out, maybe. I can see it getting in depth because Magic is huge.
I don't seem excited. Oh, about Pixelmon. I'm not a I don't like Minecraft or I'm not into like Pokemon either. So I'm kind of
I'm not a huge Minecraft person, but I just think it'd be really neat to something to do different.
Yeah. I don't know much about these things. So I'm just kind of like I'm just over here. I'm just over here like, not knowing things.
That's like Temtem. Was a game like Pokemon-ish.
You know what? There's another Monster Hunter coming out too. Monster Hunter Rise. Didn't
they just have a Monster Hunter that came out on the Switch or a new one? Monster Hunter.
I think.
Monster Hunter came out.
Is the, yeah.
I liked the first one. I didn't finish it, but I liked it.
I have the whatever one on like the newest one that everyone likes. Monster Hunter World, yeah. I like it, and it's really actually like it's a grind game. Like you can play hundreds of hours of it, but it's like for me, do I really want to play hundreds of hours of it? Not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't get like my focus isn't there. Like I can't.
When you're grinding it like that, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, like I like the game and I like the concept. I cannot do it. Like I don't know what it is. Like I just don't. I enjoy it, but not enough to like want to keep going. I don't know what it is. I
will say, I don't know if you saw. Did you see the movie?
Mm-hmm.
The Monster Hunter World movie? Did you see it?
No.
Very good. It kind of keeps true to the game. If you play the game, you'll recognize a lot of like the characters and like the gear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna make a lot out of it.
Really?
I think it's gonna be a couple movie series. Yeah, because I'll kind of ruin it, but not exactly. So the first area you'll go in when you first play that game, since you've played it, the first area,
yeah,
like the jungle, the desert jungle type deal. That's where this movie takes place. Is that map?
Okay, got it. Okay,
and then each map, it's at the end of. Well, I don't want to ruin the end of it, so you can see it, but you'll see what I mean. Once you see it and you watch the end, it'll show. You'll understand it. If you played the game, you'll understand exactly what they're doing.
My only real question I have is the cats in there?
Yes, he is.
Is the cat? Do they cook you food and stuff?
He cook that is his scene. He cooks
put together food.
Yes, that is his scene. Oh, he does pop up like not much.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that ruined it for me, which was I'm not happy about. So they don't have the cat like companions like that follow you around like on your missions.
Yeah.
They have the cat chef, but he's not a little cute little cat. He looks like a pirate.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
But he does do the cooking scene. Like, as epic as it was in the game, he does it that way. It's just as epic.
Because that was one of my favorite things about it. It's like, it's so Japanese, honestly. It's so Japanese.
It was they have it there. It was funny. Like, don't get me wrong, it was really funny. But, and he does, like, pop up, like, here and there, like, after the initial scene, but not anything, like, dramatic.
Got it. Doctor said, there's a game with Magic the Gathering or Warhammer in the title. You know there's a 95% chance it'll be garbage. Yeah, basically. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No. Not unless it's the real thing.
You also said Minecraft is one of the best games ever created.
Hence why it's been, was it the longest running game that, like, it's been going and it's so strong?
I'm not sure. I'm curious. I'm going to have to watch someone play this Outriders game now that you're talking about it.
It's fun. I like it.
Is it big enough? Like, is it out enough? Like, because usually when like this sound funny, but usually with like these games that are like bigger, sometimes I use Twitch to like tell me if it's good or not based on how long people are playing it for. You know what I mean?
Hold on. So Outriders right now, just to give you an idea, it's 32,000 people playing it. Viewers right now. 32,000 viewers right now.
Is it like? Are you in the end game of it, or is it like?
No, I'm in the early. I'm early in the.
Like, is there like a? Is it like the same? Like, is there like a max level and then like an end game where you like?
There's 4 or 5 different classes you can play.
Okay.
So I mean, I guess you can technically play the game 4 or 5 times and try different characters.
Got it. Doctor is saying they must have server issues, broken, deleting characters, losing loot and stuff.
Yes, they did. They fixed the server issues because I got booted the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second day I got booted, but I was playing it today for about 4 hours and no issues.
Gotcha. I'm very curious, not to keep jumping subjects around, but I want to know what that Deathloop game is all. I really want to know. I haven't looked into any of this stuff.
So hold on. So Deathloop, hold on. Deathloop. I saw it. I don't know what it's about. I mean, I'll look because I'm kind of curious.
I've only ever seen the videos from like the Twitch awards or like whatever E3 stuff. Yeah, like I saw like the trailer videos for everything, and I was like, in the trailer videos, it looks like a rogue game though. Like it looks like a AAA rogue kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interests me, but I don't know if that's what it is. Like I don't know if they talked more about it or yada yada. And I'm not a video game researcher or analyst or any of that stuff, so I'm not going to take the time looking for this stuff.
Right.
Well, maybe I would, but I don't think to do it. I only think about what I'm thinking about like at the exact second. I don't think of like what games are coming out. Maybe I should research them. Nah, I'm just.
There was another one that I saw that it reminded me of Darkest Dungeon, but it wasn't. It was a card version of it, like a cardish type game. That wasn't. Hold on, I'm trying to think.
Oh. The second one of that is supposed to come out this year, though.
Yep, I heard that. Where is it? Darkest Dungeon. Hold on, because I feel like I would see it.
Big Ben, I have never played Super Hot. No, I should have. It's one of those games that I should have played years ago, but I just never did yet.
I have. It's fun. VR makes it a lot better. You can play it on a PC, but playing it in VR is better because every time you move, that's when the game goes. If you stand still, the game won't go anywhere.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. It's just on my list of stuff that I just haven't gotten there yet.
Valheim is dying real quick.
This goes back to the first topic of tonight was the what you would do with endless amounts of money. I would catch up on my video game catalog. That's what I would do.
I can't find this, and this is gonna drive me. Is it Loop Hero? No.
It was almost designed for VR. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems cool as shit. Everyone I've talked to that played it, like they said it's really, really good.
Okay, I can't find it, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to find it because it's gonna drive me nuts. There's another one.
Look at that, Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2 or whatever is coming out this year. That's probably something that a lot of people will be excited for. That's like I know there's a big cult following for the Masquerade stuff or Bloodlines.
Yeah. I really want to. I really wish they would upgrade Slay the Spire. I wish they would really add more stuff to it because I'm bored of it.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't gotten time to play it yet, really, but I like the concept of it.
That's what I'm saying. I really wish they would add more to it because it's like they kind of just like done.
Yeah.
They add more characters and stuff like that to play because it's just not as fun anymore.
You're gonna get into Age is gonna get into the new Bloodlines game. I know like people that are like into. I've never played any of it or anything like that, but I know people that played like the first or whatever. They're like really into it. I don't know much about it, but apparently it's super deep. Like it's like super, super deep with everything, and people are really excited for the second one. I just don't know enough about it, so I can't even like pretend. I can't even pretend in the slightest that I know what's going on with any of that stuff.
So I never even played it.
What? Vampire?
Yeah.
Is really janky but super fun. Yeah, because it's like it's RPG style. Like you have like you can put like can't you like put points into like the way that you can talk to people or swoon people or like persuade people into things, and you do all that kind of stuff.
I never played it. I've heard of it. I never played it. That's why I was curious. See, I really like RPGs. Like I really like I took it around how my first person shooters and stuff. But I really like my I like my turn-based RPGs. I really do.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing that's coming out. Is it? I think it's this year, right? The The DLC for Final Fantasy VII, even though that's not turn-based, but
so they're doing
this year, right?
Yeah, and then you can do the intergrade where if you bought it for PS4, you can get it on PS5 for like $5 more or something like that, and have the upgraded HD graphics and everything.
I just want it to come out on PC so I could play it again.
Or did they push it back? I don't remember if they pushed the DLC back. Maybe they pushed it back.
I don't know. I want it to come out on PC though already, so I could play it again on. I would love to play it again.
This year, isn't it?
I hope so. I figured it would have been out by now. I thought it was a year from the original release, which would have been over. It's past a year.
Possibly. I don't know. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII for PC.
Yeah, I want that. I have it on PS4, but
Kingdom Hearts came out on PC. I will play the living cow out of that again.
The first one?
I love Kingdom Hearts.
Go build yourself a gummy ship?
I never built mine. Yeah, fly kite.
They're probably booing at me because everybody loves that game. I'm on
June 10th.
I'm the one of the weird ones on the other side that I just like.
June 10th will be the PC release. That's right now the tentative release. But yeah, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts again, the first one.
Kingdom Hearts over Final Fantasy series, period. I would say you're in the wrong.
I would have to agree.
I'm going to say that...
Here's the problem.
You will never win that argument.
You cannot... And here's why you can't compare. There have been 17 Final Fantasy games. 18, somewhere in that ballpark.
Each one of them has a story that makes sense?
Not that.
Well, it's true, though.
You're not wrong. But I'm saying there's what? You're comparing 18 games in a series to 4?
Each one of them, you have no idea what's happening on any of them.
I enjoy it.
It is the worst writing of all time. Period. It just is. It's horrible.
Kingdom Hearts is enjoyable if you like Disney. If you're a huge Disney fan.
Kingdom Hearts writing is so bad that everyone that wanted the Final Fantasy VII remake to come out was losing their shit, freaking out because the guy who did, one of the guys that helped, one of the two guys that wrote the story in the Kingdom Hearts game was part of the team for redoing Final Fantasy remake. So everybody freaked out and they were like, "You better not fucking do your Kingdom Hearts shit with Final Fantasy. Don't you do it? Because I know you like to do this bullshit." Yeah,
I like Kingdom Hearts, but here's what I also don't like about their storyline, and I will 100% say this, and I don't care. The first one had a story, had a meaning of a story. You're looking for Kairi, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2.8 and 3 got away from the Disney stuff. That made it like fun.
Which one is 2.8?
It was like a filler between 2 and 3.
Okay.
It was just like a filler game they came out with before 3 came out. And they got way too far away from the Disney and the fun.
Right.
Like the cartoony type of it for the first one. And they got way too serious with it.
If it was Disney and anime stuff and fun with a very simple kind of story, I think I would have liked it. But I think
2.8 was on console. But
the way that they did it with the story and like the way it works, I can't even begin to explain how it works because I don't know. No one knows. Well, maybe one person does, but you'd have to watch like an hour-long YouTube video for someone to explain you the friggin' story. It's so convoluted and it's a complete disaster.
Yeah. Like I said, the first one had really good. Like I said, the first Kingdom Hearts was great because it was cartoony. It was all the cartoons that everyone liked. Everyone was excited for it because it was different.
Mm-hmm.
And then the story just got way too, I'll call it right now, bullshit to stick with the Disney theme. It became less cartoony and fun and more serious.
Yeah, it was it turned into like a big anime. You know what I mean? But like,
well, it did, and the thing was too, the game really didn't fill, in my opinion, didn't fill the voids.
Dark and rapey.
That too, but it didn't really fill the characters.
Right.
Like it didn't feel like where half these people came from.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what screwed it up. Is like these characters started popping out of nowhere and they expect you to know who they were.
Right.
No, we don't know who they are. Why are they here?
I got you. I don't know. I think it's like I'm still a big fan of, like you were saying, turn-based RPGs.
I love turn-based.
And for me, RPGs in general, I'm a big fan of. But like even moving into, like, I say newer, even though this isn't new, but like the evolution of it into an RPG. So say like you have your turn-based, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it evolved from that into something like your Mass Effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is, Mass Effect is Star Wars. Star Wars: The Old Republic was also turn-based, but that's a lot bigger of a deal than old. You know what I mean?
They are redoing that, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't hear anything about that.
They are coming out with an open world Star Wars game.
Yeah, but who knows? That's like...
You just reminded me of it when you said that. That's why it clicked.
Yeah. But like that's like I go into like the Mass Effect as like that's, and I'm happy with that. I like the Mass Effect RPG style. You know what I mean? Single player, long, good story depth, fun, combat's cool, everything was fun. I loved it. I love Mass Effect. But to be honest, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't like the new RPGs. Example like Cyberpunk, stuff like that. Big open world, do anything, do whatever RPG stuff, like that kind of stuff. I don't care. Like it doesn't.
I hate that they did it. Not that I'm gonna complain, but like Final Fantasy, what was it, 12, 11, where it wasn't so much turn-based. It was like real-time turn-based.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of is when it kind of killed for me. Like I like to sit there and like, I'll use 10, Final Fantasy 10, for example. You sit there, you can see your order of who's going what turn, and you can kind of base your strategy off of what characters are there to make the fight work.
I think out of everything like newer though, like I passed on Cyberpunk. I'm not really big into anything. Like Fallout 4, like so Big Ben said Fallout 4 was good. It was alright. Like I 100%ed it. Like I played 200 hours of Fallout 4. I played a crap load of Fallout 3. At the end of the day, I think Fallout New Vegas was
the best one.
Unbelievably better than all of them because it wasn't made by those idiots. What the hell are they called? Bethesda. Like because it wasn't Bethesda, to me it stood out. It made it so much better. That's why I can't wait to play Outer Worlds or whatever. I can't wait to play that because that's the same team that made Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, they're coming out with, apparently they're making or started making 5. I don't know if that's the truth or not.
With what? Fallout what? 5?
Fallout 5, yeah, the new one.
I'm sure they'll keep going. I would definitely think they wouldn't stop.
They are also, what game else is coming out that they're making? Or not making, but the Borderlands movie's coming. They're in production finally.
Oh, really?
Yep, they're finally filming it.
Can't wait. Doctor saying that it's the Star Wars open world game made by Massive Entertainment, the guys who made Division. It's also Star Wars game might actually be tolerable Star Wars game to play, just so they don't do too much fan service to the Star Wars people.
Yeah.
And Ryu hated Fallout 4 so much that he refunded it. Tried to refund it.
The first Fallout, the first one I tried, I wasn't really a Fallout fan. I never could understand the concept. I just didn't like it. And part of it's because I hate the whole, like, arc, for example. You have to sit there and, like, I feel like it was like an arc, and I'm not a fan of arc.
Okay.
I did play 76, though, because since it was the first online multiplayer one.
I never played that.
I actually enjoyed it only because it was like you could play with a bunch of friends.
I'll watch this video later, Age. that you linked in there. I didn't play 76. I never. I don't know.
It's not bad. It's not awful. It's not the worst. It's not the best. But it's a cool concept because you can play with friends.
Yeah.
That's where it comes in fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I think that I don't know. I guess there's really two types of people in the world, and I wish that games, for me, I wish games were better at bringing both of them together. And what I mean by that is like there's a lot of people that are very much, they'd prefer to play a game like Skyrim, right? Like that to them is like the ultimate RPG, open world, do whatever you want, whenever you want, you know, sandboxy RPG, and they love it, and that they love it. Whereas me, right. I'm very much more New Vegas, or like which is still open world, but a little bit more on rails. Same with like Outer Worlds, you know what I mean? Mass Effect, right. For example. Mass Effect is, it's not really a big open world. Like, yeah, sure, you can choose at some point to go to different places, but it comes to an end. Like, it's still kind of on rails. Like, that to me is what I love.
It's got a direction to go, but you can still have open world on it.
If there was a way to like blend the two, that would be awesome. But I'm not a big person with the open world stuff, only because you can't tell. I don't know. It's just it's too open. It's too.
There's too many directions you can go with it.
I don't want to be responsible. Like, I personally don't want to be responsible to have my own fun. Should I say? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be creative and run around and play and explore and do all this stuff and be like, oh my god, this game's crazy, it's so big. No. How about you provide me the content? Like, that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Keep me engaged, keep me with a story, keep me going. And the big open world stuff is you could walk so far away from it that you're not even playing a story anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. I wish there was a way to like blend the two and get this really good thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rage, you played a lot of 76? Got it. Not a bad game, but even bad games can still be fun if you let them. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mind Fallout 4. Like, I played it enough to 100% it.
Yes, yeah, I didn't. The 76 was the first one.
AC Odyssey was a good blend for you. I never played any of those games.
I played them. I haven't played Odyssey, Origins, or Valhalla. I have them all. I just haven't played them. Unfortunately.
I've never played any of them.
I also have Watch Dogs, and I've yet to touch that.
I haven't played that either. I'm not a fan of whatever the hell they're called. Their company. What's that company that does all that shit?
Rockstar?
Who?
Rockstar? No.
Who makes all that stuff?
What, AC games or like Watch Dogs?
Yeah, like Assassin's Creed and
Assassin's Creed is Ubi.
Yeah, Ubisoft. I'm not a Ubisoft person at all. The reason is because, like, in me, I find.
I thought you were talking about Watch Dogs. That's my fault.
Ubisoft. Here's Assassin's Creed. Here's all these games. Remove all the whatever, you know. Say we're in whatever we're doing, whatever Odyssey, Rome, or whatever. Let's remove all the Rome characters. Throw them off to the side. Remove the backgrounds. Now let's make real world stuff. Put in like real world people. And here we made Watch Dogs. Because that's all it is. They literally use the exact same structure of every game. They just replace the models, and I can't stand it. I'm not wrong at all. It's the exact same game.
You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Same with Far Cry. Same game. They're all the same game. They literally the same game with different skins.
They are. You're not wrong. Same concept as like Rockstar games. Same way. Think of Red Dead and think of GTA. Same thing, just two different errors.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like, I wish I could be into that stuff because I know like people love GTA or 5 or whatever, and I know there's so much stuff to do. I just wish I could be the guy that wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to. I don't know why. But I know there's so much fun to be had.
Oh, dude. So, if you could ever get into RP GTA, that's fun.
I don't know, Chocolate. I'm complete opposite with you on that one. I have the complete opposite thing. See, I look at the Outer Worlds, even though I didn't get to play it yet, because of the fact that that's not made by Bethesda. I've been told, like review-wise and just looking at it, being that they made New Vegas, I would instantly assume, without even playing it, that game's better than Fallout 4, Fallout 3, all of them. You know what I mean? Because that's made by who is it? I'm so bad with names. I cannot even think.
I don't have a clue. You're on your own on that one because I don't have a clue.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Your irrational hatred that you need a story to enjoy a game. Well, yeah, it's basically the same. I mean, it's the it's pretty much the same because they don't forget when they were doing Fallout, but Bethesda did Fallout 3 or whatever. Then this company, which I can't think of it for the life of me, did Fallout New Vegas, and then Bethesda came back and did Fallout 4. You know what I mean? Same exact things. Obsidian, yes, that's it. I think Obsidian does the games better. Like, I just think it's better, like hands down better. So that's why I think Outer Worlds is like just far more superior.
I'd have to see it. Honestly,
your rational hatred, you just play a story to enjoy the game, but yet you play Isaac and Crash. Well, they're different. It's not the same thing. It's a rogue game. I don't need a great big story in that, you know.
Well, it's random. That's the point.
Yeah, it's random. Yeah, I don't need any kind of story in that. Crash, I don't need a story in that. It's just a platformer that's hard. I won't play Minecraft because I didn't pay them money to... I paid them money to make a game for me. I'm not going to make the game myself. That's not my job. You know what I mean?
Well, Minecraft's on the same plane as Ark and stuff like that.
I don't have time to be doing this. Go here. You go make your own fun. Fuck you. Make it for me. I'm giving you money. You know what I mean? I paid you. What is that one joke? I paid you for the whole fucking sandwich. Make the fucking sandwich. Don't ask me. What was his name? Oh my God. I can't even think right now. But it's like, that'll come to mind. Oh God. I forget his skit though. With Subway. It's like, this isn't a relay race. He's like, I pay you for 100% of the sandwich. You make 100% of the sandwich. I give you the money.
I heard Uber driver pulls up and tells you to drive yourself.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
They did a killer job at New Vegas. However, they still use the same engine. Oh, got it. You're not a real gamer if you don't like Minecraft. If I'm to use your logic on you.
No, the worst part was I didn't like Minecraft until maybe about like, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, like it's whatever. It's like my daughter, like she plays Roblox, but I'll never play that. And that's kind of like that has that popularity level now. Yeah, like I ain't playing Roblox. Why would I play that? But it's like it has that popularity level for sure. But it's, you know, some games aren't for people, and that's not for me.
Right. Just like I don't like Ark. People say it's a lot of fun, but I don't have the time for it.
Survival Evolved or whatever it is. That game, Ark?
Ark, yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Ark, games like that, like 7 Days to Die. Was it? It was like a zombie one, but it was like Ark with zombies.
Gotcha. Rust, all those things.
That I got my stuff stuck on because apparently if you put the spikes too close to the doorway as like a wall, you can't get in your own house. And if you leave and you get stuck, you actually get in your house, because if you die, you end up respawning in your house because it's your home. You can't get out of your house.
Big Ben said Subnautica. So I bought that. I didn't get to play it yet, but I think I would like Subnautica. But I think I would like Subnautica.
New one's coming out.
Here's why I think I would like Subnautica. Because it has a purpose. Like it has a series of instructions that you can be doing. Like, you know what I mean?
It gives you a story to follow.
You have something that to follow, to do. I don't have to do it myself. Like, I don't swim around aimlessly and figure it out. Like, no, I have like.
I mean, you kind of do, but you don't.
I want to have a purpose. The game needs to give me purpose, you know? Doctor said, all you need to know is I hate everything. And for me to enjoy something like modded Minecraft, that means something. Okay. Name one underwater game close to Subnautica. That's why it's so good. I haven't. Again, I think I would like it. I haven't played it.
They're coming out with is it an expansion or whatever of it, where it's like the deep freeze, like the ice, like frozen Arctic or something like that. I think in Subnautica.
I just don't. When I look at and I'm not being mean about Minecraft because I know people love it, and it's not. There's nothing bad about it. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's not a bad game. It can't be a bad game. It can't be as popular.
It's not bad.
The reality is, something cannot be as popular and a sensation as it is if it's bad. I'm sure it's fine. You know what I mean?
It's just not for you.
It's just not for me. Like, I look at people playing Minecraft and I'm like, I have no fucking clue what I would do in this, and I have no urge to do any of it. You know what I mean? What do you want me to do? Go dig a hole? I don't want to dig a hole. Just go dig a hole. Go find some stuff. Like what? What am I going to find? Find stuff. I don't care about the stuff. Let's go find stuff and make something. I don't want to make anything. Like, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? Can't do it. It's not for me. Happy Easter, Zim.
Oh, God. For anyone who just got welcomed into Brendan ranting about digging a hole.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's just not. I just don't care.
I get your point, though. I really like. See, like when I tried playing Minecraft when it first came out, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever had. And then I turned around and I started playing it, like maybe like I said, like 2-3 years ago, and I had a boatload of fun. But I did it with friends. More fun.
Right. Yeah, I'd rather do like Mass Effect and just be like, here we go, Mass Effect. Like, it's like, oh man, this is fun. I'm looking at the story's going, it's evolving. Yeah. I'm talking to these people. Ooh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to sex this one, but can I sex that one too? And I want to like, I'm gonna have to use the right words. I gotta talk to them more in between missions and get closer, more friendly with them. The whole point is just to sex everybody. And then play the game, you know what I mean? But I like it. I like it. You can mess that up and then not sex anybody. You could mess it up. Same with Star Wars, The Old Republic. Just good stuff.
I see where your mind lies when this stuff happens.
Everyone's does. It's not just mine. Everyone does. It's a big deal. I know. It's a big deal. Like, Ryu was playing Persona, and the first thing that came to mind is like, could you have a relationship with any of them? Who's it going to be? Oh, yeah. I'm like, do the cat.
All of them.
See if you can do the cat. That's what I was thinking. I was like, see if you could like figure out if the game is programmed to let you like have a relationship with a cat or something. I don't know. Like that. I like that. I don't know.
Does this game allow you to have relations? Yes, I love it. If it's not, well, you know what? Nah, it's not that good.
I guess it was just too much like I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. The only one I liked that worked like Ubisoft was we were talking about Ubisoft games before. The only game I really liked that worked the same way as Ubisoft, and because the game was so strong on its own, was Horizon Zero Dawn for me.
I loved Horizon Zero Dawn.
That was the same exact formula though, right?
Loved it.
But
loved it.
Am I wrong to say that's the exact same formula as Assassin's Creed?
By all means, no.
They're all the same. But the game was so strong, like story-wise. I was like, I wanted to know what's happening. I needed to know what was happening. And then just my ridiculousness of having to 100% the game, I did all like the side quests, of course. But I do know through doing all the side quests and all that, I was just like, shit, I just want to get back to the story. Like, I just want to get on the story. Let's go. Come on, I want to know what's happening. I love that damn game. I'm curious how the second one's going to be now.
Hopefully it should be just as good.
I would hope.
So would I. I mean, like, really, I remember when that game came out, what, PS4?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it PS4?
Yeah. Yep.
I remember that game was, like, phenomenal. Like, everyone was ranting and raving about it. And that game went forever.
Mm-hmm. Visually, like, it was gorgeous. Like, it looked gorgeous. Like, they really knew how to do it right. I don't know. I thought they did such a good job with it.
Stupid chair.
What game? Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, like
it's such a cool concept too.
Gorgeous. Yeah. The story was awesome. I loved it.
The story was great.
Loved it. I don't even see, that's funny too, because when I'm streaming, I'm usually not even streaming these kind of games. Like, I prefer to not stream them. That's why I play so many like rogues or ARPGs or whatever, because it's like they're easier for me to stream. Because the story-based games are just, I don't know, they're harder for me to stream. I don't know why. I'm always afraid like that no one cares if I do like a story game. Not like afraid, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like one of those weird things. It's almost like if somebody was like involved in it or interested in it, and it's just like, well, unless you're gonna sit here for 4 hours a night, you're gonna get behind and you're not gonna know where you are. You know what I mean? And then I feel like they miss a stream. They come in like a next day, and then it's just like, oh man, where am I? And I'm like, well, I'm not explaining it, so sorry. Like, I don't want to.
Right.
But I hate feeling that way though. Like, I hate.
No, I know what you mean.
I don't want. I hate feeling that way.
I love doing story games too myself, and it's like one of those of like,
all games released this year will be irrelevant when Battlefield 6 comes out.
I hate to say it, not Battlefield 6 will be amazing, yes, because all the Battlefield games are good.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? Is because I didn't know what was coming out this year. I typed in Google, and I'll put this right here.
Oh God, I need to see this.
I like to do anything I can do that could potentially piss Doctor off. Like, I try really hard here.
I'm going to do it right now. I hate to tell you, Call of Duty's going to blow it out of the water.
If I go to
and the
here,
reason why?
I don't know if you can see this. I typed in new games for 2021, right? And I just went across this top just to see what was here. And the hilarious thing, there's no Battlefield on here. I have no idea what's even coming out. Google doesn't care. Not going to be that cool.
Here's the other thing. I hate to say it, Call of Duty this year is going to give it a run for its money because they went back to the engine of Modern Warfare that came out 2 or 3 years ago. They went back to that engine and that kind of style of graphics and gameplay.
Look at this.
Right?
Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, is viewed. Battlefield's not on here. Well, Lego Star Wars is coming out this year, apparently. Sorry, go ahead.
But like, Call of Duty is going to give it a run for money because it went back to the engine of Modern Warfare, the most recent Modern Warfare, and that's the one that everyone still plays to this day. They play that more than Cold War because that's what Warzone was originally based off of. Was that Modern Warfare engine? And guess what? Guess what has one of the biggest fan bases and still playing right now is Warzone and that. Hate to say it.
Do you think Battlefield will have a what's it called? A thing? A
Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Doubt it for the sole fact. I doubt it for the sole fact that most of the maps in Battlefield, like most Battlefield games, are basically a giant Battle Royale, just with teams.
I gotta be honest, and this is gonna sound really sucky.
So Battlefield 6 right now is considered late 2021. As of right now, it's to be expected. It has not been official release date yet.
I think. Good.
To add to the rumors, the game could feature 128 player maps, 64 v 64, which already blows Warzone out of the water. They're saying a battle royale, but I can't see it being the case because Battlefield's not so much run and gunning.
Doctor said they did have it. They had it in Battlefield 5, Firestorm.
I didn't play the battle royales because battle royales are garbage. I'll go on right now and say they are a complete worthless waste of my time.
Well, my point is that that's what people want now. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what is selling copies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was going to say. I would hope Battlefield 6 would do some sort of battle royale because I think that that's going to be a big thing. Like, that's just, I think that it may not be my thing. I don't know. But that's definitely where the market shifted to, you know? I couldn't imagine a new FPS coming out without a battle royale.
They were doing a new Need for Speed this year, but Criterion jumped onto the Battlefield 6 wagon, and they pushed back Need for Speed until 22.
Big Ben, I agree. Some Lego games are in fact good. I agree. However, I am tired of the formula of them, but I agree. I definitely agree. Could be one of the biggest cons in the game. Every single game, you run around, kill each other, get a new weapon, repeat. That's it. Fair enough. I would think every first-person shooter coming out, though, or whatever, like any of that stuff, I think it's, at this point, until it's like a dead thing, you kind of have to have a battle royale. You know what I mean?
I hate battle royales. I will never play them.
Don't forget about this sheer amount of people that still play Torchlight. Or not Torchlight. What the hell is that game called? What the other stupid one? Whatever. The building one. Fortnite, that's it. Nightlight. Yeah.
Nightlight Simulator. Mm-hmm. Hit the button on and off.
But that's still extremely high paid. You know what I mean? Paid.
Oh, I've played battle royales. I've played Apex. I played Apex was probably the one I played most of besides PUBG. When PUBG was still in beta. Mm. Back on 360, Xbox One, whatever the case.
I'm just saying that the market shifted.
They're bored. Oh yeah, there's market issues. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
And you know what kind of ruined it for me? Call of Duty. You want to know why? Because they allow the cheating and the hacking.
Right.
Ruined it for me.
I just think it shifted. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't know if you could release without it. Like, I don't think if it doesn't have something like that, even though, again, we would all agree that we may not love it, but I still think it would need to release with one, or else a lot of people are going to blow it off and just be like, screw this game. Why would I want to play another multiplayer game when I can play these games that have all the options, you know?
Right.
It's like releasing an ARPG and not being online anymore. Like, you don't release a new ARPG and be like, well, we don't have seasons. Oh, okay. well then good luck. You know what I mean? That's kind of
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. This is probably partly my problem. I like too many genres of games. It's just why I have a hard time keeping up with what's what or what to play or to actually get time to play it, because I get so caught up in like one game, and then it's like I have 3 others to play that are different genres, but I get so, and then by the time I get to that last genre, a new game came out. I'm like, oh, this is exciting. This game gets put back on the shelf. You know what I mean? That's my problem.
This is too much. There's an inflation of video games. That's really what it is. There's just too many.
There's just way too many too quickly now.
Yeah, I agree completely. My hopes is that maybe Halo Infinite will be really, really, really good. So good that no one cares about anything else anymore and everybody just starts playing Halo. That would be awesome.
I miss Halo. I miss doing SWAT. Team SWAT on Halo. I think was it 3? I miss playing that when you use the DMRs only.
I don't.
I love that. I love that. I was so badass at it, and I love it because the trick was don't ADS. Like everyone tries to do, don't ADS. Just look for the little reticle, wait till it's the color, and boop, dead.
Battlefield 1943, best online FPS ever released. 3 weapon choices, 4 maps at random, no level ups or unlockable equipment. Fair enough.
You picked whatever class it was, and that's what you got.
I don't think I never played that.
It was fun. I remember that.
I'm so like, I don't know. I'm weird with all this stuff. Of course I am.
Like I said, it's just there's too much at one time now. Because by the time you get like say time invested in one game, the next one comes out you want to play. Yeah, you know what I mean, and it's like it's like you have like I'll use me for example. Right now, I'm playing Outriders. I still have Demon Souls. I still have Werewolf. I still have Miles Morales. I still have Persona 5 to finish.
Right. And
here I'm playing Outriders. Well, by the time this happens, this all comes through. MLB is going to come out. I'm going to play some MLB. Well, then later on the month, and then you got Nier. Going to play some Nier, and you're going to forget everything else. And it's just like, you start stockpiling so much crap that you just can't get out of it.
I never understood any of that stuff, and I don't need to understand it, but it's just I'm so surprised even how many I'm only using streaming because streaming is evidence that I can look and I can tell. But there's like a lot of people of stream, they only play one game for like years. Like one for years.
Right.
What do you I hope you play other ones like off stream. I have no idea, but it's like I have no idea how people can even get good at games now because I don't spend enough time with one game to even be like good at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just like done. Like I'm just like, oh, I was done. On to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. You know what I mean? Like keep them coming. Need to quit your job, more time to gaming. Absolutely, dude. I'm gonna be.
If that was only a thing.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. There's just too much out there for me to even want to be good at like one thing.
Right.
Because even with Call of Duty though, and that kind of stuff, I feel like that's all. It's very like it's just cyclical. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. People I don't even think are excited about playing it. They're excited about a brand new one coming out because they're excited to level up and unlock all the stuff, get all the guns, get all the mods. Then once they have everything, they're kind of like, all right, I'm done.
Well, I'll tell you right now, like, don't get me wrong. I like my Call of Duty. I still play it because it has the battle passes. But like, for an example, you have the camos for all the guns. You level the guns up and you have all these camos that do the challenges. But then it gets to the point of like, to get one specific camo, you got to get gold in all of the one camo, and then it unlocks it for everything. Then to get this other one that I'm working on, you have to get 15 kills per match with the gun only 150 times.
Right.
Now think about it. Each match is 10 minutes and 150 time at 150. 1,500 minutes of getting 15 kills.
Not me.
That's my point.
Not for me.
Right.
A lot of people who play the same game over and over have a viewer base due to their showmanship. They can be fun to watch regardless of the game. Absolutely. Most people do that, but that's a whole total conversation. That's not the conversation I was going with. I agree with you. I think if you look at it from that side, like a YouTube person or a Twitch streamer, if someone's trying to like, you'll do better streaming one game. Absolutely. On a streaming standpoint, You will be better streaming one game than jumping around. Absolutely.
Right.
But I'm just saying, me personally, I don't understand how somebody could just play one game and that's it.
Yeah,
that's just not me.
I have to play something different.
It's never going to be me. Even if I was the best in the world at it or whatever, no, I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. It's not for me. Right. Like, I would be... If I sat down here and, like, let's pretend I played one video game and all of a sudden I just played one game and I started to get this cool viewer base, I would be fucking lying to you pretending that I'm having a good time every single day. Because at some point, I am not having a good time putting hundreds and hundreds of hours into the same game. It's not happening. Like, that is not how I work. It would be like, it would be like saying, like even me doing, like, challenge runs, right? Like, let's pretend like, I did, what's it called? Get that cleavage out? Yeah. Like, even, like, say when I get, like, what am I doing now? Crash. Let me do, like, the Deathless Crash run. You know what I mean?
Right.
Say I finished that and someone's like, dude, that was really cool. I enjoyed watching that. And me being like, really? You enjoyed that? Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to do it again tomorrow. You know, I'm going to do it again the next day. And then every day, all I did was Deathless Runs of Crash. Like,
well, that's like...
That would last for about 2 days and I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Like, I'll go back to what Doc said about playing just shipment. I can't play the same map over and over and over and over and over and over and over because it ends up being the same crap.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta play different maps, different guns for different things. That's why it takes me so long to do it, because it's like you gotta do 15 kills 150 times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, great. Well, how many maps can you run around and like do sniping in? How many maps can you do with an SMG? How many? He
said he was mocking shipment.
Oh no, he's not wrong. But shipment's a good way to grind the medium to close range guns, but you can't do it with sniper rifles. They take forever. Let's face it. No one snipes anymore in these games. That's the other problem with these first-person shooters. Snipers aren't a thing anymore.
I don't know. There's just too much out there. And I don't mean that as in like a... It's not a matter of playing along to be good at the game. It has nothing to do with that. It's not a matter of like, I'm going to play this game for a while to be good at it. Or I'm going to play this game for a while and get my fan base on Twitch up. Or something like that. It's not about that. For me, it's... There is too many video games that exist in this world that I've never played, are still coming out, haven't gotten to yet, that I just don't have time to play one game when I got about 400 I didn't get to yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and especially for me, that runs every stream on challenge modes. Like, you know what I, like it takes me longer. You know what I mean? It just takes me longer. And it's like I haven't even gotten. I've owned Doom Eternal since it came out. Didn't even fucking install it yet. Like. There's so many awesome games that I haven't even installed, haven't touched, haven't even looked at.
Right.
I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out, you know? And I'm just always missing out. It's like watching the same movie show every night. Some people are okay with that, though. Because there's some people, I mean, it depends on the person. I don't know. Like, because some people are... It's kind of like saying, like for a good example, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but it's kind of like Asmongold with World of Warcraft. Do you know what I mean? He could do that every single day, and it's fine. But he's a really good streamer, and he's very good at entertaining people. That's like people just want to see him play that. But half the time he's not even playing it; it's just in the background, and he's talking. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But see, like if he plays other, well, you know what? Actually, it would be more interesting if he played other games because it'd be a lot more interesting to watch him actually play something new. But
it's the point of it. It's the point of how do I want to put it? It's just. Like you said, it's too much. There's too much out there and not enough time in a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And especially with streaming, and not for nothing, you and I both are not doing this 8 hours a day as our full time, 8 hours plus a day, whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, the games that would probably take someone maybe 2-3 days to play.
Yeah.
Takes us
2 weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Right.
So it's like one of those of it's hard to get through games,
right?
And especially because the things you look through, like you look through the challenge runs and achievement hunt and stuff, that takes more time than just playing the game one way through and like, okay, next.
Right, I'll get stuck on a run for 2 months because I just can't get the challenge.
That's my point. You're like, you know what I mean? Like you in the challenge runs, like they take time. They're not just play the game over. Here's the credits. Okay, next.
Yeah, just move along. Right.
Right. You can't do that. And that's what makes it rough, because there's like, especially with like your job, more so you than mine now, but like your job, like your hours are so inconsistent, your hours are so overboard that you can't just be like, okay, I feel like playing this for a little while before I stream this.
Yeah, like my whole, like I was gonna say, like this is just well, I'll get off this topic and we'll get into fun stuff in a second. But you brought that up. I was gonna say I had to stay late at work on Saturday, try to sell a car to the people that need to bring me all this information in, and I couldn't get it done because I needed them to bring me in stuff, right? But I had to stay late because of that. So that just moved into tomorrow. So now they're coming back tomorrow. Well, I'm only supposed to work 9 to 5 tomorrow, and then I come on stream at 9. You know, so that's 4 hours in between, right? My goal. What's up, cat?
No, you're about to get her butt in about 3 seconds.
My goal for tomorrow was to get out of work at 5, get home, you know, eat, get shower, all that stuff, give myself an hour, and I can practice the late level crash runs to make it a little easier. That was my goal. No, it changed because now those people need to come back Monday, and they can't get there till 5. The moment I leave, which means I'm going to end up staying till 8. So then,
if not longer,
I'm going to get home. I'm going to make me late. I won't be on at 9 tomorrow. I'll probably be 9:30 instead because now I'm late. Didn't even get out of my work clothes. Didn't have time to practice, and now we are. And that's where I get to. You know what I mean? And that's usually how my days are. So it's so that's why challenge runs take a little bit.
Minnie, I love you dearly for the love of God.
Age has 18,000 hours in Summoner's Rift and League. The majority of that was during the first 5 years of it, playing the game. Got it.
Thank you. Thanks, Cat.
Thank you, Cat.
Mm-hmm. I guess I can pet my cat now because
I would say there's only probably 3 games. This is gonna. Oh my god! It's not embarrassing to say. What? Cat? Is it still going?
The tail. See the tail going?
Yeah, I was gonna say in the corner of your screen. I thought I saw something.
Yep. Yeah, the cat's tail. She's laying. I don't want to move the camera, but she's laying in front of me.
Oh.
On the keyboard and.
The 3 games that I have the most amount of time in, oddly enough, and this is what's funny, are all Blizzard games. My most amount of hours ever is World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Second most amount of hours ever would be StarCraft 2. And then the third would be a tie. I don't know if it would be Diablo 2 or Diablo 3.
Mine, since I'm all over the board. I only have 2. I can only think of 2 right now that I'm way. Besides, like Pokemon, that I'm not counting Pokemon.
Mm.
Rainbow Six Siege. I probably have about 400 or 500 hours on Siege.
Mm.
Seriously? Like really?
I like it.
And then
I like it. See you later, man. Take care.
Modern Warfare 2, I have about 100 and some days played.
Mm-hmm.
That I can recall. Other than that, I don't think I have much that's anywhere close to that, to be honest with you.
I don't even know the hours. I'd have to actually go into the games and look at the hours. I don't want to either because it's horrible. But yeah, it's funny that mine are all Blizzard games, if anything. Which goes to show that, I guess, for me anyway, at one point in time, Blizzard were making games that kept my attention that much, you know? Other games just never had that level of attention to keeping, or I don't know how you say it, but no one else got that many hours out of it.
It's been a while since a game, and I think Doctor said this the other day, or not the other day, just maybe a few moments ago, was saying about games that keep in your attention. There hasn't really been anything that extreme out there that's been, you think about it while you're at work, or think about it like it's late. Okay, I gotta go to bed, but I'm gonna hop right back on this tomorrow. There really hasn't been that. Yeah,
I completely understand what you're saying. I'm actually trying to look at it right now in my Steam anyway. Big Ben said probably FromSoft games for him.
I gotta look at my.
See, I have a lot of time into those too, but I had some on console and then on PC. But I'm looking in my Steam account right now, and oddly, I did 100% run of Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. I didn't play the whatever, the new enhanced one is or whatever, but I played Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, all on PC as well. I only have 126 hours into the first one, 114 in Dark Souls 2, and 121 into 3, and they were all on 100% runs. And that's
Is there
the
a
most
way
I put into them.
to show like how long you've played them? Like,
yeah, click on your profile and then go down, open, like when you go to your profile, click on where it says like my games or whatever.
Hold on here.
I can show you here. If
Recent
you here, look at my screen quick. So I went to my profile, like at the top right. Go to my profile. This will pull up.
Okay.
Go over games right here. My mouse is. Click on this. It'll bring up a list of your games, and it'll have all the hours and all of it.
So click on that and click on view my profile. And then it's recent activity.
No, it's just view my profile, and then look on the right hand side. It'll say like games, inventory, screenshots, videos.
Okay, yeah. Just click on games.
Hit games, and it'll have a list of your hours on every game.
Wow, I don't play squat on Steam. Holy Christ. Seriously, I don't. So I can't count the hours on PC Rainbow Six because I did a lot of it on console. That's at 158. Other than that, it's 85 on Digimon. And then it's like Fallout, Shell Shock, Dragon Ball Z, Dungeon, Spire, Persona, Skull, GTA, Hunt.
Right. Yeah, I don't have many hours in many things. Even Darkest Dungeon. That's that has a lot of, like, I would say that I have a lot of hours into that, but it's nowhere near other people.
You know what else?
213 hours. That's
the hours I have into them too, are mostly just the hours just to beat the game, and that's the end of it. You know what I mean?
And that's it. Yeah. Yep.
Like medium 6.2 hours. Well, I beat the game, and that's the end of it.
My longest, on Steam, my highest hours on Steam is in Grim Dawn. I have 426 hours in Grim Dawn.
You need a life.
Huh? A life? I
said, you need a life.
Yeah, my playtimes are baby, apparently. But see, that's the funny thing about them, is even doing the challenge stuff. Like, I have baby hours into, what's it called? Enter the Gungeon. But I no-hit it. You know what I mean? I did a no-hit run with 100 hours. Like, I'm okay with that. It's fine by me. I would love to play more of it, but there's just not enough time in the world.
I liked Gungeon. I want to play Exit the Gungeon, but I don't know if I really want to or not. Like, I want to, but I don't.
It's super good. Yeah, I love it.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll buy that and do that, because I haven't. I think I might even have it, to be honest with you. I don't really know. I have to check.
It's a great game. And feel 2.4K hours on Grim Dawn. Holy crap.
Jesus Christ.
I know from profiles, I remember seeing Ryu played a lot of, I think Age did too, but they played a lot of Europa. And like a lot of Europa, like in the thousands there. I remember seeing.
Yeah.
I hunted in Red Dead Redemption 2 for months.
Grinding it, yeah, I've done that in GTA. Man, GTA also, again, I played it on PS4 a lot more than I played it on PC.
I think, again, I really think it all stems back to there's too many games that exist.
Right. It's just you can't have enough time to put that kind of... And especially a game like GTA, like, for example, or like Red Dead Redemption 2, there's so much you can do that it's like, it's going to take up so much time, you'll never be able to play anything else.
And I can't even, like, we were talking about, like, Enter the Gungeon or Exit the Gungeon. I love those games. I genuinely have fun playing. They're fantastic games. But I can't justify just going back and playing it right now. Why? I have 8 million other games to play. I just can't.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Like I said, I'm doing Outriders now, but I got 5 others to play.
Right. Europa for 3,000 hours at this point. Holy shit. That's a lot.
Mary and Joseph.
My number 1 game is roughly equivalent to Age's 6th game as far as Steam goes.
So, not gonna lie, all of you are making me feel like I thought I played video games a lot. All of you people are making me realize that I don't play that much. Just gonna put that out there right now. I feel like I don't. I feel like I play a lot, but like seeing what you guys are putting in these games, I feel like I barely even play.
Yeah, Exit the Gungeon is technically a sequel. Yeah, it's technically a sequel, and it works a little bit different. It's on a 2D plane. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't put in that many hours as I used to. 1,500 hours into UA4. Got it. Oof. 2K into Warframe.
Like, that's my point. Like, I don't have anything close to that. All right, so I'm going to look real quick, and I'm going to bring my calculator, and just for the cakes of it, it's going to pop up, and I really don't care. So...
Sounds to me like you need to play more video games.
Basically. So I'm going to put the calculator dead center on my stream in the middle here. So we're going to say 2,000 hours, okay? Divided by 24. That's actually only 83 days. When you sit there and think about it, that's really not that much.
I want to check.
3 months.
I would love to check my World of Warcraft one, but I'd have to actually like log into the game to check it. I don't know if you can check it from outside of the game. 4,100 into Titan Quest, says RPG.
I can understand that because Titan Quest is. I tried playing that, and I can see where that comes in at.
Holy crap.
Let's see what time you wasted your life on for 24 hours of 4,100 hours. 170 days. Almost 171 days.
See, that's like, I can get it, but you have to, if you put in 170 days into one game, right?
Yeah.
That means you're not playing a lot of games. You're only playing, like, you're not experiencing all these other games out there. Because it just doesn't, it's not probable. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
That's the point I'm getting at.
Right.
You don't have enough time. You don't get to play anything.
You don't get to play anything except for that one game. Right.
Right. That's my point. That's what I'm getting at. It's just not as...
Last character on WoW before you quit was 263 days played. That's where I want to know what mine is, but I think you have to log in. I don't think my account's active. I don't think I could log in, but I would love to know. Same with StarCraft. I would love to know how many hours I've been in StarCraft. That's spread out since 2007, Blue Kid.
Okay, so
it's a lot.
So 78 days or 170 whatever day I said it was days.
Yeah, over, 78.
Over what, 14 years?
Yeah, that's not bad.
So 178. Hold on. So
oh god.
No, we're mathing here because I want to figure this out. 178 days. I think that's what it was, right? And he said over, what was it, 14 years? We said?
Yeah, 14.
It's 12.7 hours a year.
That's not bad then. Wait, what?
Or no, 12.7 days. Says
12.7 days per year. That's not bad.
Yeah, so 2 weeks a year.
Yeah. That's not that bad. How about breakdown age? I want to know what this is. Age, it's 850 days of League total over 11 years.
77.27 days a year. So 3 months, essentially like 2.5 months every year.
Not so bad if you break it down.
When you break it down, no. Well, it's the same concept.
But we're talking about days, though. Days to have 24 hours in them.
Right. So 70. So let's see here. So if you're doing 70 clear. So 77. Say 78 days times 24. 1,872 hours.
I want to say World of Warcraft. I mean, I have to be over a year. I would think I have to be over a year's worth of time in the day. You know what I mean? Playing that game. I could be wrong, but I would really think that my days played were in like the 300 or 400 range, probably even 500. I would think.
Right.
No, maybe even more. I don't know because I played that since 01 or whatever. You know what I mean? It has to be quite a bit. You're over 365 easy. I'm over 365. Yeah. Then I have to be. So I have to be high. You should play it for well over a year. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
definitely my highest played game.
And that'll pile up real quick because you think about it. Say you play for, let's put it in perspective. You do a raid a day. Just to say you do a raid a day. A raid, depending on the raid, will take you what, 3 to 5 hours?
You wouldn't do a raid a day.
I'm just saying. Say you did.
Depends on, are we in a good guild or not?
Average it out.
Well, let's average it to 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Okay, so 2 to 3. So you figure 2 to 3 hours a day for 30 days is already 90 hours.
Mm-hmm.
90 hours is how many days? So you figure 90 hours.
4 days, roughly. I don't know.
90 hours divided by 24. Yeah, about 4 days, 3.75. So you figure you do that 4 days a month. You figure 4 days a month. You play Warcraft, so you figure 365. It's weird. You know what I'm getting at, though.
When the first couple years of playing Warcraft, I played about 18 hours a day. Like legit. Sometimes 16 hours, 15 hours. It was I didn't stop. Oh yeah, people raiding on 3 different realms. Yeah.
Yep.
Multiple characters, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor, here's the breakdown. 2 days a week raiding, 3 to 5 hours. 5 other days a week grinding, mats, alts, professionals, PvP. 10 hours each of those days. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know when I was like really into it, there was nothing else. It was every free second, anything you could do was World of Warcraft. If the day was busy and like I actually had stuff to do, the second I was done doing the stuff, it was World of Warcraft. If I could squeeze in an hour here and there, I squeezed in an hour. Like there was no, you know what I mean?
There was no
there was no downtime. It was just, that it was happening. Like, it was just Warcraft. If you add up the time you spend sleeping, shitting, eating, and stuff, plus the gaming hours, we really don't spend much time doing a whole lot of real life stuff.
Not wrong. Entirely not wrong there when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like when I look at my days now, I spend an hour in a car every single day. I'm literally in my car for an hour doing absolutely nothing every single day. Right. That's an hour. So
you're pretty much putting a week's worth of. You're putting pretty much 1 day of work a week into just driving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That could be playing video games.
James on my chat turned around and said he has a total of 11.5 hours played on Steam as total.
Me? Or who?
No, one of my
11.5 at he's used Steam for a total of 11 hours.
Yes.
Pretty hardcore. Not too bad. You're at almost a day, almost half a day.
Right.
Half a day playtime. Here was WoW at the worst. 4 hours of sleep, 18 hours playing WoW, 2 hours at Donut Connection talking about WoW. He's not wrong because even though I was like for real, even though I was a complete, to most people would be like, what a nerd. Like I was obsessed with World of Warcraft. I had my limits though, where I was like, okay, guys, can we go out for a little bit? Like I still wanted to leave my house, go socialize, have a beer or have a coffee or something for like 2 hours to discuss World of Warcraft. We're going to talk about Warcraft. And then we're going to go back home and play Warcraft. But I still got out for those, an hour or two now and then.
So you kind of halved it.
I was pretty bad, but I was not near what bad was. Do you know what I'm saying?
You were bad, but nothing to where it was like you had no life. You would eat, sleep, and dream.
No, I would dream about it. Like I was a big closet nerd. Not closet nerd. Like I would never be like afraid to tell me I'd do it. But I always chose to do other things first, for the most part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if I was able to play all day and I already put 10 hours of World of Warcraft in for the day because I wasn't working or whatever. You know what I mean? Say I put 10 hours of Warcraft in, and someone would call and say, "Hey, dude, let's go hang out for a couple hours." I'd be like, "All right, cool," and I'd go hang out for a couple hours and then come home and play more Warcraft when I was done. But most people would be like, yeah, I'm not going to leave my house. I'm going to play more Warcraft. Not me. Like, I left the house all the time. Like, I was definitely out and about doing stuff, Yep. But all the time I was home was playing Warcraft, for sure. Absolutely. Age said, due to his bad insomnia, was back then in the first few years of League. There was genuinely days at a time where I was just playing League 24 hours a day. Holy crap. Oh my god! And Big Ben says you knew someone who got a divorce over WoW. Wife moved out.
So really? Do I, and I know. Well, so one of my buddies, quick story. One of my buddies' best friends, she was, married and stuff. She was doing a lot of WoW. She actually met someone on WoW that lives like a state or two over. Was having an affair. Divorced her husband, and instantly the day the divorce got filed, she moved to the state and married the guy like 3 months later.
Wow.
Yeah. Epic stuff. I know a lot of people that got in trouble for it.
Yeah, I would bet. I mean, that's I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just just me, and it's probably just me. But I feel like that insane no lifing it was years ago. I could be wrong, but I feel like that whole straight up no lifing on World of Warcraft, for example, doesn't exist right now. Maybe it does for a few people, but not to the same degree it did, back in like Classic or Burning Crusade. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think there's a majority of people no lifing World of Warcraft right now. Like I would think that there wouldn't be. I would think back in the day, yes, not now. Nobody's no lifing WoW these days. Yeah, I don't think they would either. The game is so much. The game now is cool. It's fine, but it's not designed in a way that makes you want to no life it. It's all like, who wants to no life logging in and doing dailies on this character? What do you do then? Just no life it on another character, and then do dailies on another character, and dailies on another character, and then dailies on another. Like, no, who's doing that? You know what I mean?
No one, not anymore. Anyway,
not like how Classic or like Burning Crusade would be, where like you logged in and you could literally, and honestly, you could sit there for 24 hours and not be bored. Like right. I would have something to do, and I actually had so much to do that I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do first. Like I was always like, I had something all the time. I was super into it. He said, for me, that kind of no-life feeling, a game really only exists when Insomnia hits, which is not nearly as common anymore.
Yeah. I used to do that real no-life a game back when Modern Warfare 2 was a thing, Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was go to school, soccer practice, come home, homework, COD until like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, get 2 hours of sleep, go back to school, do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the weekends, it was get up Saturday, eat, like not your normal stuff, like eat your shower and stuff, and just Call of Duty all day. Right. And then it would go all night until about 3, 4 in the morning, go to bed, get back up on Sunday, do what you got to do for homework for Monday, and it's just a repeat. I mean, I get it. I've done it. But it's, when you sit there and think about it, it's like, holy Christ, you wasted a lot of time.
Mm. We still know people that does that. Enfield says the funny thing is their whole approach in Blizzard is how to maximize your time being online, and they achieved quite the opposite. He says now Blizzard's goal is not to maximize playtime; it's about maximizing subscription time. One guy we used to work with. No one cares about names. I don't know these people, but like Alden, for example.
Yeah,
he was addicted to Call of Duty still. Like, you know what I mean? He would work all day with us. He would work like long days.
Call of Duty and NBA.
Yeah, and he'd go home or whatever at night, and he would play until like 6 in the morning.
And come back to work at 8:30.
And come to work for 8:30. Like that's what he like all night. Like I was like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, I thought I was bad, and people are yelling at me because I only get like 4 hours of sleep, and I'm like, I'm not bad. Like if I'm getting 4 hours of sleep, that's not bad. Like dude that sometimes doesn't even sleep.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, and how much G Fuel and everything else did he live off of? Because like, my God.
Oh, yeah, all he did was drink G Fuel all day.
Dude, it's bad.
You could do 1 month. Wait, you can't do 1 month subs for WoW anymore. Really? I didn't know that.
I'm not surprised.
Wow. That's why they load it up with dailies and time gating now? Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the problem with it. We've discussed this thing to oblivion. I swear we have. But I want to feel that special MMO feeling again so badly.
I hate to say it, it's going to take forever.
The way that WoW is designed, like their whole, like the idea, the logics of all of it, it is not designed in a way to get me to do 24-hour days again. You know what I mean? The drive isn't there. That the urge isn't there anymore. It's gone. The whole way it's designed is not right. Now, I don't have enough time to do this. I wanted to do this, but I didn't have the time to, and I stopped. I pulled the Band-Aid, and I stopped this early. But honestly, when Classic was released, and I started playing Classic, I got there again. Like I did. Like I got there.
That point
I got there, and I was like, I can do this. Like I can play this 24 hours a day, because the original Classic Warcraft, like the way it's designed for me, it made me want to play. Like I just wanted to play all day, all night, and not stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I pulled the Band-Aid because all I could think about was like I had to like stop what I'm doing. I was like, hold on, I have to go to work. I have a kid. Like I have to stop. Like I'm not going to be able to get what I want in this game because I can't play enough. I'm going to ruin my life. Like I have to walk away. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that did it. Now it'd be cool if another game would come out that brought that same feeling, but
just didn't take the time.
Well, that's I don't know.
It's going to. I mean,
but that's the good thing about World of Warcraft, though, was it wasn't about it taking the time. It's about that way you felt that you didn't care how much time you put into it. You know what I mean?
Right. 'Cause no matter how much time you put into that game, and this is my opinion on it, from my, I don't want to say put minimal. I didn't put.
But
a
you
whole
played
lot
late in the game. You played late though. You played in. Pandaria.
Oh yeah, no, I did. But I'm saying, but what I'm getting at is like, not putting nowhere near as much hours as everyone you and everyone else did. But like, I can understand where you get lost. But like, that game, whether you played an hour or 10 hours, you always accomplished something. You always felt like you accomplished something. My opinion.
Right.
Whether it was grind a few a small storyline quest lines out, or it was you leveled up. Even if you leveled up one time, that still was a big thing.
Right. Yeah.
So you always felt accomplished whenever you did something.
Yeah, the original. My
opinion.
If you should, so you never got to experience Classic, which
no,
it was the game were completely different than when you played it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It took a long time to get to 60 when you didn't know what you were doing. It was a lot harder to level. There's less stuff, and it was just in general. It took a long time. Everything took a lot longer. You weren't running around. There's no flying. There's nothing like that. It was a slow process to do everything. Walk into dungeons. There's no group finder. There's nothing like that. And it was just I don't know. Like I could have sat there and played for 30 hours and been like, I have to go to bed, but I don't want to go to bed, but I have to go to bed. And like I would force myself to go to bed just to wake up because I just wanted to play again. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff.
I see your point, right? Like you wanted to get your sleep and just wanted to get on it and just play.
Yeah, I was like at that point. There was like times where I'm like, I'm only going to sleep just because I know that I need to stay alive. So I'm gonna go to bed now just so I can wake back up fast and get right back to my computer and play more. Like that's that's damn good. Like I would love to have that feeling again, but I don't think it will ever work.
Like I said, I highly doubt they're gonna come out with anything close to that anymore. I hate to say it.
I don't think I'll be able to get that feeling again though, because everything in my life, like every day, is like I consistently have to worry about. My main goal every day consistently is, did I make money to survive today?
Well, that's what it is now. See, back then it wasn't. That wasn't your huge concern.
Right. Did I make money to survive today? Did I make money to survive a year from now and my future? That is my concern. Once I'm done with that, then it's video game time. You know what I mean?
But that's what I mean. Like it's one of those now that it's like you back then when you played those games like 10 years ago when they came out and you were able to know life. But think about it, dude, that was 10 years ago. You didn't have the responsibility.
No. Oh God.
Like you do now.
No.
That's what I'm saying. You were able to waste the time.
Dinky part-time jobs and stuff in like 2001. Like
that was like even for me. I mean, I know you're older than me, but like even like I'll reference back to my Call of Duty time when I can do that after high school and stuff. You're in high school.
Yeah.
What responsibilities do you possibly have?
That's true.
So it was you were able to do that and not have a care in the world whether you had 2 hours of sleep or 12.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, right. 2001. Yeah, like that was a long time. No, it wasn't even. It was 2004. That's when it came out, right? Warcraft came out in 2004. I was playing it in 2005. So. That's what it was.
Right, but even then, okay, that's 16 years ago. 16 years ago.
I was in 2005. I was already through like college. Like I was.
Yeah,
I had
see,
jobs
here, make you feel better. Ready for this one? 2005 was my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Was the end of my freshman, beginning of my sophomore year in high school. Yeah. So what responsibilities would I have at that point?
Yeah, none. Right.
Right.
Yeah, life certainly did change.
But that's what I mean.
But I do want to get that feeling again because I could still have that feeling and have like a job and do other things full time. You know what I mean? Sometimes that feeling of a really good game that you just cannot wait to get back and play and like work on, that gets you through the day sometimes, you know?
Right.
Because then you could be at work thinking about like, I just can't wait to go home and play the game. I can't wait to go home and play the game. You know what I mean? Right. You can see all fired up. I don't know. Maybe game will never do that again though. Who knows? I'm sure it will. Maybe not.
I think the only way, I hate to say it, and this is just kind of where I'm at with it, it might be entirely different for you, but like if they did like games that we played in high school
Mhm.
and brought them back,
They already are
type
doing that.
deal. But that's what I'm saying. Like Diablo 2 coming
Diablo
out.
2, right?
If they did Modern Warfare 2 remaster for multiplayer,
Mhm.
and they made like just like the original, just that's it. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like those kind of games would just suck people in for hours upon hours on end again.
Yeah. Yeah, Enfield, I want to read his comment. He said, those were the golden days of MMOs. We should be happy we experienced that. Put it on a memory closet and accept the fact that things won't be the same anymore. I agree.
Agreed. Yep,
And
they never will. Unfortunately, they never will.
And I truly believe that it won't be the same. I think it could be. I think the thing is dividing it being the same, or again, being older, having other responsibilities, that kind of stuff for sure.
Oh boy.
But on the other side of things, I think the way games are designed now are designed differently.
It's a whole different thing anymore.
I don't think they're ever going to be designed in a way that will lead you, even if you have the time, to naturally be able to, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think that'll ever happen.
And you know what it is too? A lot of the problem is now, a lot of the games that they're coming out with, at least in my opinion, they're coming out with games that like, I don't want to say they're like reskinned, but it's like they have one game come out. Well, then 3 other games are just like it, just different stories or different skins or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing coming out that's like entirely different than anything else ever out there.
Well, and people question that stuff too, because people don't have good. There's not enough good like IPs with their roots dug in. Does that make sense? There isn't. Like for example, like we were talking about World of Warcraft, they had stuff on the like they had Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. They were all popular ass games. So when they talked about World of Warcraft, it was holy shit. I played Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. They're going to make it an MMO? I know these characters. I've been to these places. I know this lore. I can't wait to visit all these places I've seen in Warcraft 3 or 2 or whatever. Now it's a big open, that was a big world MMO. Like that's half the reason why it immediately blows up and does well, you know? So like when an MMO comes out now, like we're always like, oh, you know, like we're always like we're hoping for something that's going to be awesome. We're hoping and hoping. But I think honestly, I think the truth is that there's nothing to be excited about because it's not going to work the same way.
Nope.
Like you have the Amazon MMO, right? You have Gates of Creation. I don't know, whatever these other things are called. I don't know anything about those things. What's exciting about that? You know what I mean?
Well, that's my point of like I'm saying. It's like there's nothing.
It's
all the same.
Right. There's not a story that was told or something that was already been done that has an IP that already, you know, has done something and you know, you could grab onto it and go, this would be really cool to see this. And then they do it and you go, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's all just new stuff, like a new story, a new world, a new yada yada, which is great and stuff. But I guess in the MMO space, it's kind of like, it's just not going to have the same hit that, you know, World of Warcraft did.
Right. And that's, like I said, again, you play MMOs. All MMOs are like pretty much the same to nowadays because it's already been done. They just reskin everything.
Star Wars: The Old Republic did good at first, and it had a lot of hype behind it, and there's reasons why. Elder Scrolls is another one. All right, hold on. We'll get to Elder Scrolls. Star Wars did okay because online at first because everybody that likes Star Wars, you already know Star Wars. You have some back lore. You know these things. You know about Jedis. You know about lightsabers. You know about a lot of the planets you're going to. Wouldn't it be cool to see this planet? Oh, I'm going to that planet. I know what that is. I know what this is. You know what I mean? Elder Scrolls Online. That's another one. I've never played it, but people that are fans of the Elder Scrolls world, it already has something that has, you know, roots that people can grab onto. So when they do an MMO, it's exciting. Do you know what I mean? As long as it's done well, you know?
Well, and I think that's kind of like what Magic did. Like that's what they did with this Magic Legends type deal. They try to do like, I guess we'll call it a play of World of Warcraft. It was always a card game for years upon years. And now they try to make it like an MMO, so to speak. And they probably figured people would be like, oh, hell yeah, I used to play, with this deck with these characters, these cards. I used to remember playing these cards and what this one does and that one does and this and the third. So they probably figured, well, people would be excited to play it because they get to experience this. And they have to put that story or that lore or the nostalgia of playing those cards at one time into a MMO now. Now it's not the same. It's
Well, why do you think Hearthstone was so popular when it came out?
Same thing.
Every single card in Hearthstone, I could look at it and go, I know what that is
or
from
where it
World of
came
Warcraft.
from in there. Yeah, or what zone or whatever.
Everything about it, I could look at it and go, I know why that's that. I know what all these things are. So I'm familiar with all of it before it even came out. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why. There's your starter point of why it's successful.
And your heroes, because your heroes were the main characters.
Yeah. Yep. Enfield says that the major drive back in the days was exploring. MMOs were new. Yep. Being an online world with other people was new for the majority of people, etc. Yep. Exploring stuff, emotions in all regards. Era we live right now, I'd say, has instant gratification as a main drive. I agree. With MMOs, I'll never have that same thing because my first time, I think I talked about this on here, a couple weeks ago, but I still remember the smell of the box. And I still have the original boxes over there of World of Warcraft.
I remember it was last week, actually.
It was the first online anything like that I've ever played on a PC. So it was quite the experience for me. And I'm sure a lot of that is the reason why I'm so nostalgic about it, you know? I've never played anything like that. Yeah, if Riot ever commits to making League of Legends MMO, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, stuff that has familiar, that's something that's already built. It has some sort of you know.
I'm sure there's a lot of games that could be like that can, I don't want to say benefit, but get excitement back for a game that hasn't been out in a while or has been out and haven't changed it.
Yeah, you get the right team, you get the right whatever, you know.
That's what I mean. If you can get the right stuff, it's going to be like it's a big thing. You just got to, fortunately, you have so many companies that are making games now that it's like, instead of having maybe like 15 games come out in a year, there's 70.
Right.
And now it's like, well, how do you keep up? How can you even want to grind one of them for that long? And this is what also ruined games, and this is also pisses me off on it. DLC. Make the game and then half-ass and be like, oh, here, DLC. Give me the complete game.
I was screaming about this last week.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why the hell am I want to sit there, be all hyped up for this game and be like, the story's 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I pay $10 an hour to play this.
I agree with you.
And then spend money, like $15 for DLC, and the DLC is 2 hours.
I agree with you. Well, obviously, unless there's some things are different. A year later, 2 years later, real extra additional content comes into the game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's like different. But if it's like, if it feels like it was cut from the original just to make money, that pisses me off.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the world's going to bring with this kind of stuff. I don't know where we're going. I know people are trying to make MMOs. Ashes of Creation, that's the other name I'm trying to think of. But again, they're all, you know, brand new IPs with brand new lore, brand new all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like, do I care? I don't know.
No, really don't. The answer really don't.
Yeah, like there's nothing that gets me excited to like do something new. Even though I should want to do something new, but it's like there's just so many other things going against it. Like, I don't know anything about it. Now I have to learn everything about it. I have no excitement. Is it programmed good? Does it play good? Is it, how much is it? What's in there? Like, there's just so much going on that it's like, ugh.
There's too many variants now to where it just used to be like a game and you'd see the gameplay. Like, I want it. No doubt. And then now you guys sit there and think, how long is it going to be? What's, you know what I mean? What is it going to come out with?
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. It's, who knows? I'll just stick with ARPGs and rogues. You never go wrong with ARPGs and rogues.
No, you're not. Like, you're entirely right on that. And I mean, unfortunately, that's what I mean. I hate to say, but that's what it's come down to. They're made better than half the $67 games out right now.
I would 100% not just agree, but say that's a fact.
That's what I mean.
Because every game every rogue game I have, like an indie game made, plays way better and is way more fun than most of the games I play. Not to down everything out there, but
it's one of those of like for example, like I'll just use anything. I'll use Gungeon. It's $15 game, and you have hours of shit you can do on top of all the randomness with it. Isaac the same way. So much crap that you can do, and it's like hours of excitement where it's not just like, okay, 6 hours, you're done.
There's probably more people that have thousands and thousands of hours into Isaac than I would say that would be in the top. What?
But that's what I'm saying. And
games.
how much is that game? How much is that game, Brent? Like right now when it's not on sale, $20,
$15 or something.
Yeah. See, that's my point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's how it is though. Like it's not all about like the AAA stuff isn't all about that stuff. A lot of people are okay with and I can only speak for myself. I don't really care what price games are. You know what I mean? As long as I feel like it was worth it. That's all I care about. Like I have no problem paying $59.99 for like a AAA title, even if it's like say like The Last of Us or something like that. Like I played that one time. I beat it in like 16 hours. But by the end, I was like, I loved it. I loved The Last of Us 1. Like that $59.
But that's my point. It was worth it. But that's a long immersive game.
It was 16 hours isn't that long.
No, but the story and everything behind it was worth it.
Yeah, I can't compare it to like an indie game that's like $15 that I have thousands of hours in. You know what I mean?
Right. But as for like a mainstream that was like even playing what the heck game was it? That game on PS3 that was really big with Nathan Drake. I can't think of the game.
Uncharted?
Yes. Like that. That game was phenomenal. All three of them were great. Great story, the whole 9 yards. Like that game you paid the money for. You know what I mean? Like that was a great game to have to buy. But that was a game that I really wanted you to play and enjoy a story.
The stories were cool. The controls sucked balls, but the stories were cool.
Oh, that's what I mean though. But you played like that game alone was just worth the story. Because it made you want to like edge of the seat, keep playing what's gonna happen.
It did, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Doctor says, wait, you paid money for Isaac? Hey, Care Walters, what's going on?
Yes, he did pay money for Isaac.
I want to check something really quick. Copy.
Speaking of, while we were sitting there searching for something, did you ever find that video of Bigfoot?
I did not, no. Mm-mm. I don't know how many. I would like to know how many copies of Binding of Isaac actually sold up to date.
That I don't know.
I know that in 2014, it was at 3 million copies. In 2014. I'd be curious to know where it would be by 2021. Like across across all platforms.
Yeah.
I bet you're gonna hear some. If you were able to find the number across all platforms to current, I think you're gonna be actually pretty shocked about how many people paid money for that game.
Well, Rebirths as of July 2015 sold 5 million.
So that's
combined.
That's on Rebirth, which is just which is the same. So you're at 3.5 right there. As of when? 2015.
Yeah.
We're not gonna find the number because you have to go across all console, like all everything, and there's just like it didn't show me the active number. Or the I would say you're probably closer to the 20 million count, easy.
Oh, easily.
Easy.
Way too many. But that's the point. But it's still going strong. Like for example, like right now, I'll just do it right now because I can.
And Phil says I'd be very skeptical spending $59.99 for a single playthrough game. Like very skeptical. Yeah, I agree. I don't really I don't know. As long as I get my money's worth, it's okay. Like as long as I feel like I got my money's worth. And some games are okay. It's hard. It's so hard for me to say these things because most of the games I play, I would deem better than everything else. So like my PS4, for example, like I have like God of War and whatever, God of War and Uncharted series and Last of Us.
Yeah.
I played them all one time. I probably will never play them again. So I didn't really get much value out of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas like I have many games that I've paid $9 for and have paid
keep going.
way more than any of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's also more fun. Like I don't really find those games fun either. But, like I don't think The Last of Us or Uncharted are fun. They just have a good story.
Right, which makes them worth it.
Right.
Isaac on Twitch is roughly about 26,000 people still viewing it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Right. Let's see what World of Warcraft is, because I'm just curious. 28.7.
Going strong implies the game was good at some point. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
it's fantastic. Isaac's good.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Ugh.
I agree. I'm not going to sit there and disagree with you by any means.
I don't even know what else is out there. That's fantastic. Ooh, hey. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. But what that we're running a little late here. But was there anything else that was coming up for you this year? Anything that you were interested in?
No, that's pretty much where I'm at.
Mine is, like I said, Deathloop. Because I'm very curious to see what that's all about. I should probably look into that a little bit more. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm pretty excited for that. And nothing else. I mean, there's that new Ratchet and Clank game or whatever. I don't even have a PS5, so I don't even know what I'm concerned with.
I'll get it. I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually get one, but I don't know when.
I'll eventually get to everything on console. Oh, right. Focus. There we go. But
I'm so not concerned on anything. Uncharted games are fun, not challenging, but fun. Agreed. I don't know if they're fun. Like, they're not fun. They just exist.
They were great stories.
They're good stories, but I thought the controls were clunky. It didn't feel good at all.
No, but it was the story was just
great. The story was awesome, and I enjoyed it, and that's where I was at with those. And I definitely say anyone that likes that stuff would enjoy the shit out of those games for sure.
Oh yeah.
Doc says, I'm just glad we can all agree that Battlefield 6 is the most important game of 2021.
I'm gonna laugh if Battlefield 6 does not come out this year.
What's Battlefield? That's where I'm at, Big Ben.
A field where battles take place.
I don't know. I was looking at my.
Battlefield is. A field where battles take place.
I was looking at my list of games coming out in 2021, and I didn't see Battlefield wasn't even on there, so I don't know.
Because they didn't have a release date on it yet. They don't have anything close to it.
Okay.
They don't even have a name for it yet. It's Battlefield 6. They don't have anything about it besides it's going to be modern. It finished done.
You used Google. Yeah, that's the reason. Google.
So what
the reason we couldn't find Battlefield 6 is because we used Google. Right. It showed things based on your taste.
Hold on. What did you search, Brandon, when you went on Google? What did you search for that?
I typed in new games for 2021. It's not doing it based off my taste. Because here's what came up.
It did it for mine too. It did it for mine.
It says Far Cry 6. Why would I ever play Far Cry 6? I wouldn't play that. Hitman 3. I'm not playing Hitman 3. So, none of that's my taste.
Oddworld, God of War, Vampire, Mass Effect, Kenna, Psychonauts, Ghostwire, Monster Hunter, Lego, Ratchet, Dying Light, Hitman, Deathloop, Returnal, Halo, Horizon, Outriders, Back 4 Blood, Far Cry, and Resident Evil. There is no Battlefield or no Call of Duty.
Turn off safe search and we'll see Uncle Tom's Kitty Diddler Adventures. Oh my god. You drive me insane. Absolutely insane.
I agree.
It is now midnight my time. Do you have work tomorrow?
I do.
I have to go to work as well. Oh, I was gonna hop on and play a little bit more stuff, but I think I just gotta go to bed. I'm gonna have a long ass day tomorrow, and I want to try to get home and not be tired because we're gonna have a night of streaming like usual.
Of Crash.
Tell everybody where they can find you, Blue Kid. Tell them about your life really quick.
My life is a mess, but besides the point, Blue Kid 04 down below. Sunday, Monday, Thursdays from 9 p.m. Eastern time to roughly about midnight 1. And because I said I will do it, next Sunday I will start Blair Witch. Other than that, tomorrow and Thursday is gonna be 2 random things.
I'm excited for Blair Witch. That's gonna be cool.
Oh, we're gonna watch you jump like a little girl. It's okay.
Of course, I am Mr. Burning Clock Studios. Sundays is the talk show. Then I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern time till like 1 in the morning. Doing challenge runs. Right now, we are going to continue. We're doing really well with it. We are working on the no death Crash Bandicoot run.
Have you gotten further?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm doing good with it. I'm probably about 60% through it on one shot, and I've been doing good with it. So tomorrow night we'll be back with no death Crash Bandicoot. Good show as always, guys. Big Ben, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Yep.
If you want to get stabbed by, Age still wants to play.
I do want to get stabbed on that, so I will. All right, Age. What I will do is I will get it eventually, and I'll hit you up on Discord, and I will play it with you. I want to.
Yeah. Dead by
really
Deathlight. Dead by Deathlight. And I'll be back tomorrow with all that stuff. And yeah, follow things. Do, YouTube and TV and the internet and stuff.
Stuff that no one cares
the
about.
Internet and TV and there's places go. They click on like and whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Do whatever you want. Or don't. I don't care. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Of course, next Sunday we'll have another one of these shows. If anybody wants to be on it as a third guest, please let me know. We will arrange it. You can come on. It's fun. We like it. We like it. We like it when guests come on. But as for that, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Adios.
Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.